that? Oh, I'm a little bit all over the place here. Oh, that's all of a sudden fixed it, I think. Anyway. How are we all doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We are live for a massive afternoon. Liverpool, Brighton. Oh, come on, Liverpool. We need a win. I'm fed up of us losing. We've actually done all right last few games, but I'm fed up. I'm fed up of the mood around Liverpool being a bloody negative one. It's annoying. I want to see Liverpool back winning. We all do, don't we? I know you do. I know you're on my side for this one. Let me know your thoughts coming into this one. Let me know your thoughts, predictions. Big game. We need to see whether or not Liverpool, with Mo Salah on the bench, can get this one done. I'm pretty sure Mo Salah will come on. I am absolutely adamant that this is his last ever game for Liverpool. I'm almost certain it is. I don't think he plays again for Liverpool after this. I think he's probably done after that. Prediction for the game, Key. I'm going for 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool. I think Brighton are... Listen, Brighton aren't in a brilliant moment themselves, you know. They were absolutely garbage against West Ham. We watched them last week. They were awful. West Ham, in my opinion, should have won that game. West Ham were the better side in that game. Jarrod Bowen absolutely tormented him. And, I mean, look, the issues with Mo Salah, Arne Slot, they haven't sorted it. They haven't fixed those issues. They're still ongoing. So, it's still a problem. It's still a problem for the team. Still a problem for the club. And Mo Salah, I think he'll go away with the AFCON. And I think by the time he gets back, he'll probably be sold. Lots of other games going on in League 1, League 2 today. Salford with a big win over Colchester at lunchtime. 4-3. What a game that was. Grimsby Notts County at 3 o'clock. What else have we got going on today? PSG are playing Metz tonight. Bundesliga. Hoffenheim beating Hamburg. Leverkusen play Cologne tonight in Italy. Torino 1-0 up against Cremonese. Parma Lazio. Atalanta Cagliari. La Liga is Atletico Madrid 2-1 up against Valencia. Barcelona play Osasuna tonight. That's pretty much it. Right. So, let's do lineups. Sorry, I've not done lineups yet. My prediction is 2-1 Liverpool. Liverpool have gone for a slightly different... We've gone for 5 midfielders, basically, let's be honest. We've gone for Alisson in goal, Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Gravenberch, Jones, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Wirtz, and Ekitike up front. Wirtz off the left, Szoboszlai playing off the right. But it's a very, very packed midfield for Liverpool. I think he's very, very conscious of the defensive frailties we have at the minute. So it's understandable. For Brighton, it is Verbruggen in goal, Kadioglu, Dunk, Van Hecke and Vifa. Then it's Hinchelwood and Belabor in front of them. Gomez off the left, Gruder, Minter and then Rutter. That's a surprise from Brighton. I thought we would see maybe, I don't know, no Mitoma, no Welbeck. What's going on with Danny Welbeck? Why is Danny Welbeck not in? That's a surprise, isn't it? Yeah, let me know in the chat what you think. Oh, Christ, I'm still stuck on yesterday's chat there. TikTok, how we doing, MC? Was listening to Jonathan Morley's there. He talks a lot of sense on the Salah situation. You're on a wind-up, mate. Key, what's your prediction for Chelsea v Everton? Chelsea v Everton, I think Chelsea win that one quite comfortably 2-0. Ian, how bad's that bench? I haven't seen the bench. Let me have a look at the bench. Oh, Christ. Salah, Robertson, Ramsey, Engamo, Mamadashvili, Lucky, Isak, Chiesa. I mean, we've got Salah, Robertson, Isak and Chiesa. That's probably all we need. I mean, we've got plenty of attacking options there. Chiesa, Salah, Isak and Robbo in case we need him. Hopefully we don't. Morgan Johnston, still no Chiesa. This manager is a joke. Do people not read the news? Do people not listen to the news? Chiesa is literally, he's turning down Italy call-ups. He's literally said he's been physically and mentally not ready to play football. Not ready to start football matches was his word. Sorry, not play football. He's been physically and mentally not ready to start football matches. And he continues to not call to reject call-ups to the Italy squad for that reason. Why are people giving Arne Slot crap for Chiesa? Chiesa isn't the problem. If you were the manager, you wouldn't pick Chiesa. He's literally telling you that he's not ready. Why would you pick him? Ian says, never a good sign if you've got 2 keepers on the bench. I mean, most of them do, though, now, don't they? Most teams do. Robson says, don't jinx it, pal. Welbs will come on and score for us. He always turns up for us. Yeah, well, listen, he probably will. But hopefully by that point, we're already 4-0 up. Brighton are level on points with Liverpool with a +4. So if Liverpool were to win by 3 today, we go above them. Well, that's not true. If we win at all, we go above them. If we were to draw, we still stay behind them. I guess that's the point I was making. If we draw, we stay behind Brighton. So irrespective, we need to win to go above them. That was the point I was trying to get at there, but I just didn't make it very articulately. My dad pulled me up earlier. He said, you came out with an absolute corker yesterday. Apparently, I said, if the channel isn't quite going now, we want it to early next year, I might only do maybe 1 game a fortnight or 2 games a month, I said. Callum says, Brighton are a sticky side, not quite a bogey side. Listen, we'll finish them off. We'll finish them off. Callum says, Lewis Steele confirming Salah is staying. He's not confirmed anything of the sort. Ian says, Salah winner to sign off his career. Morgan Johnson, if that's true, he would not be on the bench. No, he said start. He said start football matches, Morgan. And he would be on the bench because he's been a perfectly good and very, very good, actually, very capable impact player. But he's not ready to start games of football. He said that himself. I think the manager would be wise to listen to him. Can you imagine if we started Chiesa after all the injuries that he's had? He starts him and he gets injured. Like, listen, I don't understand why people use the Chiesa thing as a stick to beat Slot with. It makes no sense. He literally is telling you he's not ready to start games. Like, of course you're not going to start him. Ian says Salah winner to sign off his career. I hope so. I really, really hope so. I'd love it. I'd love nothing more than it if Salah could get the winner tonight. But as long as anyone gets the winner, I kind of don't care. Josh Key, I've been in Thailand. What's your thoughts on Salah? My thoughts on Salah is that he was bang out of order for what he says, when he said it. He had a pop at Arne Slot, and it's subsequently come out that Arne Slot didn't really do anything wrong. Mo Salah, his issue is with the board. His issue is with Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. It's nothing to do with Arne Slot by the by, and he threw him under the bus, if anything. So, for me, Mo Salah is an absolute minimum. I hope he has apologised to Arne Slot. If he hasn't, then I wouldn't have started him. I wouldn't have even had him in the team today. I'd have said, well, look, I know you're a legend, mate. I respect what you've done, but you can't be behaving like that. I'm sorry. It's not good enough. But I love him to bits. I hope he does come on today. I hope he does actually just apologise and get on with this, because you'd be amazed how quickly it would be forgotten by Liverpool fans. I love Mo Salah to bits. I want nothing more than him in the team. And it's frustrating that at a time when we've only got 13 fit players, Mo Salah's, ego has kept him out the side. Not because he's not not fit or an injury. No, it's kept him out the side because of his ego, his massive ego. Joe says, anyway, that 2 teams can lose for tomorrow. And what we saying, sorry. Robson says we have to keep it tight at the back first 25 minutes and don't crumble. Absolutely agree. 92 FC, I want Liverpool to stamp their authority on this game. It's time to put the likes of Brighton in their place. The likes of Brighton? Bloody hell. Chimey, hey Key, hopefully Brighton get the win. Yeah, Man United fans supporting Brighton. What a surprise. No surprise there. What we saying? Technical Usman, Brighton 2, Liverpool 1 today. That's what you're saying, Usman. Shell, how's it going? How are we all doing in the chat? Be Yourself Dylan says, can't believe Norwich won. The championship is wild. Who did they beat? I didn't see that. I've been all over the place today. Let's have a look. What was the score in the championship? I'm keeping an eye on all the other championship games today. Birmingham, Charlton, Coventry, Bristol City, Leicester, Ipswich is going to be a big one. Borough, can they keep their run going against QPR? Millwall v Hull. That's an interesting one. Millwall flying at the top, they're in 3rd. Portsmouth, Blackburn, Wrexham and Watford will be a good game too. So we'll keep updated on all them. They're all the 3 o'clocks. But in this one, this is the one. This is the big one we're focusing on. Alisson in goal. Gomez, Kanate, Van Dijk and Kirkes. I like that back 4. That's fine. Gravenberch and Jones alongside him. McAllister just in front. Fucking Alexis McAllister. Please don't let me down today, McAllister. Off the right is Szoboszlai. Off the left is Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike up front. Championship. Norwich Southampton it was, wasn't it? And Preston getting a big away win at Oxford. Oh, nice. Thank you for the heart emoji. Very much appreciated. Jake, your thoughts on the lineup? Thoughts on the lineup? I'm content with that. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I think that's probably as good as we could have done. MC, I get you, but when will Chiesa be ready to start? He can't start games. What stage do we move him on? Probably this summer we probably move him on. Again, we took a chance on him, mate. He was 12 million quid for a reason. He was 12 million quid for a reason. Let's remember that. This is the guy who was probably player of the tournament at the Euros just a couple of years before we signed him. He couldn't really play. He couldn't play for Juventus. He was barely getting a kick. And it was the same when he came to us, but he's had some good moments off the bench and he's been a good impact player. But we always found that whenever he started, he was always kind of back out. And I don't know what the issue is with Chiesa. We have no idea. It could be mental, it could be physical, it could be both. But all I would say is it's not Arne Slot's fault. It isn't Arne Slot's fault. People need to give Arne Slot a break. It isn't his fault that Chiesa isn't ready. Hilden Motivation says 3-1 to Liverpool. How much are your shirts? I'm not selling them, mate. They're not for sale. They're just for display. Shell says Salah to score an own goal. Oh my god. Be yourself, Dylan. Apparently it'll cost £3,500 for a World Cup final ticket. And the rest. You'll have to pay a lot more than £3,500 for a World Cup final ticket. An awful lot more. I think the prices were £3,500 just for like a regular group game. Like Honduras against Uzbekistan will probably be about £3,500. It's silly. Absolutely silly what's going on in the World Cup. Mo Salah chilling there next to Andy Robertson. He's having a laugh. He's having a giggle. He seems in good spirits. Come on, the Reds. Right, we're off. We're off and underway at Anfield. Come on. Let's have it. Right. Come on. Nice early goal for Liverpool. Settle us down. Calm us down. A nice early goal, please. A nice early goal would be lovely. Brighton pumping it long. I just want a good performance today. I know I want the results as well. Of course I want the results as well. But I really want a proper Liverpool performance today. Let's have a nice... Even just like Inter, just discipline defensively. Stop messing around with it at the back. A nice early goal would work wonders for our confidence. I can't tell you how important a nice early goal would be, just to settle everything down. We've started quite quickly as well. Brighton, Minter can't really clear it. Over to the far side, it's in! It's it! Hugo! Yes! It's 1-0! 40 seconds! And I was saying a nice early goal would settle us down, and has it. Boy, has it. Oh, Brighton, absolute calamity at the back. It's well pounced on by Liverpool, and there he is, Hugo Ekitike. Johnny on the spot again. Oh, hey. Who needs Mo Salah? Who needs him? Nah, I'm only kidding. We love him. We want him back as well. But come on. Even Liverpool without Mo Salah, we're still a fantastic side. We're still coming for that top 4 spot. You watch. It's going to be an absolute... We're going to piss this top 4. We'll piss it. He's not... Why are they checking on side? Oh, it's a great finish. It's a fabulous finish. And it's 1-0 Liverpool. It's absolutely beautiful. Touch out of his... Oh, it's straight down the middle. Is that a Joe Gomez assist as well? Whoa! Joe Gomez with the assist. Absolutely outrageous. Great goal. Joey Gomez, I love it. I love it. Blake Ekitike's pure class. It's a wonderful goal. Brendan says, say nice early goal repeatedly at the start of every game going forward. A nice early goal would just settle us down. Do you know what else I need? Tonight's winning lottery numbers. That'd be fantastic as well. Chimey says, has Liverpool formally apologised to Salah yet? Oh, on your bike. On your bike, Chimey. You United fans trying to stir the pot. Jordan says, yeah, he's better than Isak. He's not. He's not better than Isak, but he's a very good player. He's a very, very good player. And like I said, a nice early goal. Look at Salah. Salah! Oh, he looks gutted. He looks gutted, Mo. It's all about his bloody ego. Honestly, with someone, he needs to go and see someone about that ego. He hates it. I hate that there's Liverpool fans literally want us to get beat today. It's frustrating that we're not a united front. Mo Salah's absolutely divided the fan base. It has. Brendan says they're going to do the apology at half-time. Honestly, and do you know what the crazy thing is? I genuinely think it's getting to the point. I don't think if, like, with Salah's wages and the possible transfer fee, I don't think he's having an absolute shocker, Salah. I don't think there's another club in Europe that would pay the money that he's on and pay a massive fee to get him out of Liverpool. Honestly, at some point, he's going to have to wind his neck in because this is the best place for him. Like, Salah's done wonders for Liverpool, but let's not deny Liverpool are doing wonders for Salah as well. Beelzebub, that's it. Ekatike should start ahead of Isak, in my opinion. They'll both start together, mate. I promise you. They will both start together. That is the long-term plan. That is why Mo Salah probably won't be in the Liverpool squad in a few months' time. Nostalgia Monka says, hot take, you didn't need Isak. Ekatike is better. And LFC Mike says, I could never put my head around wanting Liverpool to lose. No, well, you shouldn't. If you're a Liverpool fan, you shouldn't. But there definitely are Liverpool fans. Oh, sorry. Liverpool fans definitely want us to lose today. Player FC. Nuka Pluto says Real Madrid would pay for him. Real Madrid aren't going to pay a massive amount of money. The amount of money that Liverpool would demand for a 33-year-old. It ain't going to happen. MT says, no de Kuiper, no win. And Chimey says, we'll happily take him off your hands. Darts Bro says Saudi. No, Mohamed Salah won't go to Saudi. Do you know why? Because he's one of the best players in the world and he isn't ready to retire in Saudi yet. Oh, it's going to be a corner. That's a corner kick, sir. No, he's not giving it to us. He's not giving it to us. They're wronging. That referee, he's had a shocker. Yeah, Mo Salah won't go to Saudi. Zero chance he goes to Saudi. Millwall 0, Hull 1. Oh, no, I needed Millwall. I've got Millwall or draw in that one. Here's Yankuba Minter. Keep him out, Kirkes. Go on. Go on, Milos. Go on, Milos. Good defending. And Florian Wirtz did well there as well. Ekatike is a breath of fresh air, man. What a player, says Jimmy P. Comedy. Yeah, he did well there, didn't he? I mean, Joe Gomez did as well. I thought everything was good. The press was good. We kind of forced him into a corner. It was really good from Liverpool all round. We forced him into an error. And from that error, Gomez into Ekatike. One touch, out his feet, smashes it in. Great goal. Jake says, I'm wearing my Ekatike shirt. Good lad. Good lad. Here's Kirkes. Over to Hugo. Go on. Hugo now drifted into the left-hand side. Got Florian Wirtz through the middle. Oh, I barged off it too easy, but Wirtz wins it back. Love that. Love the fight we're seeing already early doors from Liverpool. This is what we want. This is what we want. What we saying? MT says Salah to Charleroi. And Goliath says, hi Key, what side are you watching on? It's on Peacock, mate. Peacock. Here's Gravenberch. Inside. Ekatike. Strike. Oh yeah. Straight at the keeper. 92 FC says Salah should just stay 3 years and get a testimonial and sail off. And Jimmy says never safe with Liverpool until it's 3-0. Yeah, well, that's true enough, isn't it? That is Liverpool to a T. You can't really take your eyes off. Can't take your eyes off us until it's 3-0, 4-0 in the 95th minute. We love throwing games a footy away. Brighton knocking it round the back. Liverpool quite comfortable here now. This is where I feel like this is where Liverpool fans kind of need to realign their expectations a little bit, because there's still an expectation now that Liverpool should be gung-ho at this point. Brighton are not a bad side. They're a very, very capable side. They're above us in the table. You know, they're certainly not a bad side. They've beat City this season. Leicester 1, Ipswich 0. Oh my God, all of my predictions today are going to the Dogs. Well done, Hugo. Good running. So yeah, to me, Liverpool fans seem to be very, very focused on the fact that we've lost something in attack, while not really appreciating what we've gained in defence. Brendan says, I don't think Salah needs testimonial money, to be honest. I think he just wants the respect, though, doesn't he? And that's fair enough. Jimmy, did you see Vardy is ripping it up in Serie A? Yeah, player of the month in Serie A, Jamie Vardy. And Tone says, missed the start on the telly and here. Scorer, please. Scorer, mate, was Hugo Ekitike. Anthony Buckley, a bit late here, getting there. Come on the pool, in the hospital with my little, so coverage bad. Your little one? Oh, mate, that's dreadful. Hopefully everything's okay. Sending our love, Anthony. Awful when your kids are poorly. Absolutely awful when they're poorly. Christ, I'd fall to bits when my little girl's got like a bad cough or something. I don't think I'd have the strength if she was in hospital with something terrible. I don't know how these mums and dads do it. They're absolute towers of strength. I saw Everton. It was actually quite nice. Everton went to Alderhay? I think it was Alderhay Children's Hospital yesterday. All the players went, and should have seen some of the kids' faces. It was really nice. It's lovely to see. Canate, get it out, stop pissing around with it. Fucking hell, stop messing around with it there. That's great play. Liverpool bursting forward. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul. Is he giving it? Oh, Szoboszlai got absolutely chopped down there by Hinchelwood. Jimmy P says, just saw that goal. Absolute banger from Ekitike. Yeah, it was a great finish. Straight down the middle of the goal. I mean, you could argue Verbruggen, should he have done better? But still, I don't think you're not going to get many keepers saving that with the way that he hit it. Shell Alderhay. Yeah, I thought it was Alderhay. I wasn't sure if it was maybe, like one of the Heart Hospital for Zackley or something like that. Canate over to the left-hand side. Jake, I'll watch it later. Barnsley 1, Leyton Orient 0. Barnsley are in front. Chesterfield 1, Barnet 0. Brighton fans looking particularly glum. Do you know what? At what point, by the way? So Brighton, currently, I'd be interested to know what Brighton fans' expectations are this season, because at the minute, they're 9th in the table. Liverpool go up to 6th with a win. Yeah, we go up to 6th with a win, above United, above Everton, above Brighton. Obviously, until many of the teams play tomorrow. Bradders, is the TikTok still restricted? No, mate. No, we're still on. Here's Joey Gomez. Get this right. Pull it back. Oh, yeah. Unlucky. Good run. Better from Liverpool. Much better. Brighton pushing forward. To be honest, this has been a perfect start. An absolutely perfect start. Exactly what we want to see. Brighton haven't had a sniff. Opening 15 minutes. Strike. Ooh, just wide from Minter. Was that a goal? Was that a corner? No, goal kick, straight out. Millwall 0, Hull 2. Hull 2. Sweet Lord. What is going on with Millwall at the minute? What on earth is going on? Can't predict them. They're third in the table. But as it stands, fucking 2-0 down against Hull. Hull got battered by Borough last week. I mean, Millwall only dropped down to 4th with that because Preston won. But just keeps it all very tight there, doesn't it? Hull, Ipswich, Millwall and Preston. 1 point between them. That play, honestly, you won't be able to predict the playoffs and who's coming up in the Championship. I think it's going to take maybe till March time before you see a clear standout couple of people. Jimmy P Comedy, trusting Gomez these last few games has really paid off. I don't know, maybe there's been a change in his fitness because, I mean, the only issue really with Joe Gomez is it's only ever been his... Oh yeah, great save from Ali. Yeah, the only issue with Joe Gomez has ever been his fitness, his abilities. I don't think anyone's ever really questioned his ability. Anthony, thanks very much, bro. She has pneumonia, but doing good. Oh, that's lovely. Fair play to them. See it all the same. Merry Christmas to everyone in the chat. Merry Christmas to you and your little girl too, as well, mate. Awful that she's got pneumonia. Spell it this time of the year as well. Awful. But hopefully she's not in there for very long and she's out and no doubt squeezing you like my little girl does. Squeezing you for all you're worth. Getting spoiled at Christmas. Tone says, terrible weather here in central Scotland. Can't be far away to be hitting England soon. The beast from the north. Beelzebub says, Gomez, just let him go. Bad defending. I mean, he kind of switched off a little bit on that one. And Jake says, come on, Chelsea. Trust me, it's going to be a 3-1 win for Chelsea. Dio's 7-0 says it's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool today. I can't. It's so... I'm dead nervous for this one. Just because of the Salah thing. I feel like once Salah goes, that there'll be a little bit of pressure off to a degree. Oh, unlucky over the bar. 92 FC. I never knew Vardy was in Italy. Yeah, Vardy with Cremonese. Yeah. Joe Gomez doing all right going forward there before. Hey, thank you very much for the gift, Paul. And Jimmy says Chelsea have been dropping points. Cardiff 0, Doncaster 1. Honestly, everything I have gone for today has just fallen to bits. I might as well not have put anything on with them. Cardiff 0, Doncaster 1. I think the only one that I've got right so far is Liverpool. Liverpool winning. Everyone else is letting me down at the minute. Hull 2-0, yeah. Hull went 2-0 up against Millwall. Joseph with the goal. Wirtz is now playing a lot more... I mean, he's still off the left, but he is drifting in central. It feels like what we're seeing is Hugo goes to the left and Wirtz tucks into the middle wherever possible. So actually, they're not holding the positions a lot. Tranmere 0, Crew 1. I think that's going to be a corner, is it? No, Curtis getting it away. MT says, Harry Maguire will score a brace this weekend and 3-star Reds wrapped some Christmas presents. Got my mince pie and cup of tea. Now ready for some football. Good lad. Good lad, 3-star. How's it going? Tone says, don't worry, I've got it on good notice. Liverpool will win 3-0. And Rich Spencer. Sorry, Rich, I didn't see your comment, mate. Rich Spencer says, I had pneumonia this last year with lung contusions, broken and fractured ribs. I feel for her. Bless. Wishing her a speedy recovery. Well, there you go. Cheers for that, Rich. Very nice of you to say. Yeah, awful when kids are poorly. Really, really awful. But, yeah, it's not a nice thing anyway. Tolga says, hello, Key. Hello, Chimey. Come on, what are you predicting, Tolga? Is that an Everton win I'm hearing you predicting? Apparently Everton are going to get a result according to Tolga. Oh, don't be doing that. Christ, I desperately need Chelsea. Blackpool 0, Lincoln 2. Oh my God. Can't be doing with Everton getting a result at Chelsea. Good grief. That's the last thing we need. Well, we have sort of stepped off the gas a little bit. Since the goal, I mean, it's not really surprising. You often play, especially Arne Slot. Arne Slot is known for playing through phases in games, isn't he? He's not a manager who takes a blanket approach to how he plays. He'll kind of adapt as the game goes on. So I think as soon as we scored, our game plan probably evolved quite quickly. And we've now gone a bit deeper. You can see the back line's dropped, the midfield has dropped a few yards. You know, we're seeing Vert is basically playing as an auxiliary centre forward there. Hugo Ekitiki's gone to the left. So Vert is our centre forward at this moment in time. It's a big shift in what we're expecting. 3-star Red says £5 plus to go to the World Cup. Anyone going? Not me. No chance. That's a great tackle. Great tackle from Kirkes. He's done very well there. Oh, and Liverpool playing some unbelievable stuff. Ekitike through the middle. It's better from Liverpool, this. Much, much better. 92 FC says, I can't predict the derby tomorrow, so if the Turkish supercomputer can come up with anything, it may help. I'm sure Tolga will do a prediction tomorrow for Newcastle Sunderland. Absolutely, he will. He's been getting a fair bit right recently. Adrian said the World Cup prices are disgusting. Here is Gravenberg driving forward. Bolton had a goal down at home against Exeter. Aitchison with the goal. Jesus, honestly, some mad results going in all up and down the Football League today. Willip says, how long went when he scored? It was about 40 seconds when Ekitike scored. Jake says, how's Maka doing? Maka is not really involved thus far. I've not even seen him have a touch, you know. Beelzebub says, we're inviting pressure. Liam says, Dewsbury Hall off injured for Everton. Have you seen that, Shell? Kiernan Dewsbury all off injured for Everton. That is a real blow, given that after today, Idrissa Gana Gueye and Iliman Ndiaye are both going to the AFCON for about a month. So, no Iliman Ndiaye, no Idrissa Gana Gueye, and no Kiernan Dewsbury all is a real blow. Bradders, Norwich beating Southampton shocked me. Yep, some big shocks early in the day. Chelsea had a goal up in front at Everton. Chelsea 1, Everton 0 at Stamford Bridge. Who is it who scored? Cole Palmer. Cold Palmer with the goal. Wrexham 1, Watford 0 as well. Hey Nathan, how's it going? How are we playing? We've scored and kind of sat back. We haven't really created anything since the goal, which is fair enough. I feel like we're just settling the game down a bit. It started quite quickly. We scored after 40 seconds, and then we've just kind of settled back into the game a little bit. You can see that Brighton are probably having most of the ball. I've not checked the stats, but let me have a look. I would imagine Brighton have had most of the possession in this first half. It's certainly been, in the last 10 minutes at the very least, I would say Brighton. No, it's 51-49 across the half, but I would say in the last 10 minutes it's been mostly Brighton with the ball. But yeah, Joe Gomez with the assist. Darts Bros, do you think you'll hold it this time and break the rots? What do you mean break the rots? We're unbeaten in the last 4. We're flying. Cole Palmer is back, says Nuka Pluto. And Shell says, come on, Toffees, sort it out. Chris Husky, we need at least 4 goals to be safe. Hey, Chelsea winning and Liverpool winning. Everton getting beat. Love it. Just need United getting snotted off Bournemouth on Monday now, and everything's good. Nathan, we do that every time we score. We need to stop and just go for it. I think you've got to be very careful, though, mate. You've got to be mindful of the fact that we're trying to control games, and I also think Slot's looking at it and going, this is a team who are very, very vulnerable defensively. Like, however you want to dress it up, Liverpool have conceded... We conceded 7 against Forest and PSV not that long ago in 2 games. Or 10 across 3 games if you include the City one just before that. So, and we also, conceded 3 against Leeds very, very quickly. I think Arne Slot is trying to manage them through games a little bit. He's looking at it and going, do you know what? We need to just try and, if I can just get him through moments in games by taking a little bit less risk. We're 1-0 up. We don't need to press. If we win this game 1-0, everyone will be delighted. Won't be the best style of football, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be. It's not. We're not aiming to land on the finished product in day one. It's a transition. We're trying to grow into a new team. So I have no problem with that. I've absolutely no problem with that. I think it's going to take a bit of time. Nathan says, true, it's strange. Jones is left wing. He's not. Ekatiki's left wing at the minute. Yeah, if anything, I've seen Hugo's been on the left more than this. Crystal Palace, 1861. I do like seeing Liverpool lose, but I also want Brighton. Don't want Brighton catching up with us. Guess I'm on your side on this one. I also hate Everton even more than Liverpool. Everything's decent at the minute. Hey, up and you've got City tomorrow. You always have a decent game against City. Joe Gomez down as well is a bad look. A very bad look here. If Joe Gomez has to go off, I imagine it's almost certainly going to be... I hope he puts Szoboszlai to right back and he doesn't do what we're all hoping he doesn't do, which is bring on Ramsey. We can't have Ramsey going in. 3-Star Red says, I'd love to see an early Christmas miracle at the Emirates tonight. Licia says, no way, you should be 1-0 up though. Brighton have been the much better team. How do you qualify that they've been the better team, mate? They haven't had a chance. They haven't had a chance and we've put away our only chance. So, how are you qualifying that they've been the better team? That's an odd statement. Especially since we've had most of the ball as well. We've had most of the ball. We've had as many shots on target as they have. We've had more big chances. More completed passes. More shots off target as well. And more touches inside the box. So what on earth are you talking about? I don't know what metrics you're looking at, but they're not the ones that everyone else is. Salah's about to come on. 25 minutes in, Mo Salah off the bench. Who is he coming on for? Who's he coming on for? That's the problem. Or rather, I know we're going to come on for Joe Gomez, but what's the change? Salah ain't going to right back, is he? Szoboszlai to right back, Salah to right wing. Oh, that's grim. That's grim. Yeah, Joey Gomez off. Salah on. Palace, 1861. Would rather Liverpool win than Arsenal, to be honest. Good lad. Good lad. You can stick around. We've got a number of Palace fans on the channel. I like you a lot. Eagle Nate says, go on Liverpool, from a shameless Crystal Palace fan. Hey, we'll be cheering you on tomorrow for City. Albeit I won't be live for that one. I'm going to be doing the Time Weird Derby, but, you know. Come on Palace for that one. Robert says, on FOTMob, it says Liverpool 55% possession, Brighton 45%. What's he on about, some people? Again, if it suits their agenda, they'll say it. Scottish GHK, hi everyone, how's it going? And Tauntus Everton goal, he's going mental at the defence. Garnacho's just missed a sitter at Stamford Bridge. Cardiff have equalised against Doncaster. And Liam Manning says, thoughts with Ian Rush, been rushed to hospital apparently. Yeah, he's had, I'm pretty sure it was pneumonia as well for Ian Rush, wasn't it? Here's Florian Wirtz. Ekatiki, give it off. Good lad. Be yourself, Dylan. People who talk rubbish are cheeks. Bradders, hopefully this is the start of a new rejuvenated Salah. I hope so. But I don't think it will be. I think it might be a rejuvenated Salah, but it isn't going to change the issue. Here it is, Mo Salah. Oh yeah, I should score. Alexis McAllister. Birmingham 1-0 up against Charlton. Yeah, honestly, Mo Salah, great. Should have been an assist for him, that. If Alexis McAllister could finish, it would already be 2-0 Liverpool with a Mo Salah assist. Nathan, just when Joe Gomez was playing great again. But this is why, honestly, I love Joe Gomez a lot. He's one of my favourite Liverpool players. But this is why most managers, well, let's say most managers, Jurgen Klopp didn't count on him. Arne Slot didn't really count on him. You can't keep starting Joe Gomez because inevitably something like this will happen. He'll break down. He's a wonderful player and it's such a shame for him. His body just won't do it. His body will not do it. Brendan says, here the rumours Salah's not happy, Vert has been earmarked as the future. I think it's total rubbish, but interested what you think. Nah, I don't think it's anything to do with that. I think it's far more likely that Mo Salah just didn't like the fact the club were trying to sell him like from under his feet. Or at the very least, I think he's found out Liverpool were looking at potential buyers. We weren't trying to sell him, we were looking at potential buyers to see, well, if we did want to sell him, who would be interested? Would they be interested in the summer or in January? How much would they be prepared to pay? All that stuff is really important and relevant, and I think the club were doing their due diligence. So I don't think it's anything at all to do with Salah and Vert or any sort of conflict like that. I just think he's got a massive ego, and it's been bruised, it's been damaged. Jimmy says, getting notifications all over the place that Salah got subbed on. And Robert says, the Tyne and Weir derby tomorrow, can't wait. What's your score prediction, Key? Up the mags. I'll be honest, Robert, I'm thinking Sunderland get at least a point in that one. Especially if it's the Newcastle we saw in the first half against Bayer Leverkusen. You were absolutely shocking. Brendan says, is that confirmed that they were looking at buyers in the background? I mean, nothing is confirmed. The only thing that we know is that he gave that statement and he made some allegations in it. But he's kind of contradicted himself with a lot of what he said. He said the manager didn't talk to him, but then said they also had meetings. Here's Hugo Ekitike, unlucky, very good play that. Unlucky Liverpool, that was better. Mo Salah and Verts linking up. Middlesbrough, 1-0 up against QPR. Yeah, no, it wasn't at all that, we were... The rumours are that Liverpool were looking for buyers. Or at least assessing what buyers might look like. That's it. Tone says, Arabs looking for a bargain, running the Salah narrative. I don't think that Salah would ever go to Saudi Arabia at this time. No chance. He still thinks he can win Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. And honestly, he probably can. He probably still can. He's still unbelievable. So I imagine he probably will go to another European club. I hope he stays. I really hope he does, but something tells me he probably won't. Unless he apologises. Normal guy, what's up? Left a like and you all hit the like button. What a guy. Cheers, man. I'm good, man. Thank you. How are you? Good to see you. Liverpool 1-0 up, early doors, 40 seconds in. Hugo Ekitike with the goal. We're flying. We're absolutely flying. Coventry 0, Bristol City 1. Oh my God. Just, honestly, at this time of year, keep your money in your pocket. Because it's just throwing up so many rogue results. Brendan says, makes Salah's reaction last week even more understandable. So, not at all. No, I don't think it is at all. If anything, I think it makes it worse. I think it makes what Salah did even nastier. Even nastier what Mo Salah did. Because he did it while throwing Arne Slot under the bus. Arne Slot didn't do anything. If his gripe is with Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, then it's nothing to do with Arne Slot. He's not tried to sell him. It's not his job to sell. He's the first team coach. He doesn't really have a say in that sort of stuff. Or at least a very limited say. Liverpool are flying at the minute. We're starting to do really, really well. Coventry, Bristol City, goal's been disallowed. 3-star Reds, get well soon. Rushy, a thorn in our side when he played against Forest, but like so many rival players, never great to see them ill. Yeah, top player Ian Rush. To be honest, all that like wonderful Liverpool era are getting old and getting to that point in their life. I mean, I thought it was quite sad when I saw Alan Hansen the other day. He's just recovered. But he's a top guy, Alan Hansen as well. MT says, which teams except Sunderland will be most impacted by AFCON? Probably Everton. Idrissa Gana Gay and Illiman and Dye going, maybe their 2 best players. I would imagine they're going to be the 2 clubs most affected. Brighton too. Brighton are going to lose Yankuba Minter. Baleba will go, won't he? Normal guy says PSG playing Mets today. I expect a PSG win. Yeah, I would say so as well. I'd imagine so. Blackpool 1, Lincoln 2. They're back in the game. Blackpool, penalty from Evans. Virgil van Dijk not maybe hitting the crossfield passes as we're used to seeing from him. Bradder says United, another big one impacted by the AFCON. Yeah, Mazraoui goals, Diallo goals, and Burmo goals. So yeah, United and Everton probably 2 of the big ones as well. In terms of how important those players are to the first team. Oh, Florian Wirtz, absolutely incredible. For me, do you know what? We've been looking for that Coutinho type player, and he is the closest thing I've seen to Philip Coutinho. If he can keep developing and we can get half that player, oh, he's unbelievable. Adam says, when are we not expecting a PSG win? It's an absolute farmers league. Gravenberch, Sobersley, Van Dijk. Handball, referee. That's handball, sir. Of course it is. Of course it is. Craig Pawson as well. He don't like us. Craig Pawson's one of the worst referees we can have. But I like him. Kadioglu. He's a good left back. Come on, the boys. Empty says Fulham 2, Iwobi, Bassi and Chukwueze. Yeah, it won't be. Iwobi and Bassi will be big ones. Cardiff have now scored again. The 2-1 up against Donny. Ashford with the goal. Cardiff in front. Alexis McAllister, you have got a very, very short space of time. I am running out of patience with you, young man. You need to step it up. Got very lucky there. I didn't think that was a corner at all. But we'll take it. Corner's a corner. That was the first corner of the game as well, wasn't it? It didn't come to much. Florian Wirtz losing it on the counter, but again, snuffed out by Liverpool. That's better. Portsmouth 0, Blackburn 1. And Borough are 2-0 up as well. That's a breeze, that. Borough 2-0 up against QPR. They'll smash them. 3-Star Red says, just noticed Forest's women team through to the next round of the FA Cup after beating Wolves. Well done, the tricks. And Daz has Mo playing since he came on. He's done all right. He probably should have had an assist, if I'm honest. If Alexis McAllister can finish, Mo Salah should have had an assist. It's a good pass from him. Should have had an assist probably within 30 seconds of coming on. But yeah, he's not really done much else since then. That's not a criticism, by the way. Nobody else has, to be honest, in an attacking sense. Our best player so far has been Hugo. Wirtz has done well as well. 124 says the new Borough manager seems top, but yet again it's early. Yeah, I mean, he's very inexperienced. Good young manager coming in from Sweden. But yeah, he started very well, hasn't he? Borough only 3 points off Coventry as it stands. Mohamed Yassine, love how all our players are playing today. Very exciting to watch. Well, if we can get to half-time 1-0, it's a wonderful platform for Liverpool going into the second half. Yeah, it's an absolutely sensational first half for Liverpool to be a goal up so early. We've controlled the game. We've limited Brighton to basically no chances. Here's Mo Salah. And it's good as well. It is kind of good that Salah's not been brought on where he's been stood on the touchline for ages. Do you know what I mean? It's not been a preemptive, not like a long drawn out thing. He's been brought on because a player got injured. Do you know what I mean? Baz Key, oh, I have missed you. How's it going, Baz? Daz, who's playing right back now, Gomez has gone off. Szoboszlai's a lot deeper, so he's doing it at the minute. Szoboszlai just behind Mo Salah. We haven't really got anyone now, though. That's the problem. Bradley's still out for another couple of weeks. Gomez, heaven knows what that's going to be, but we're going to have to hope that maybe, I don't know, just how long's Frimpong got left? Any updates on Frimpong? Oh, there you go. Apparently, Jeremy Frimpong will be returning to training this week after missing the last 7 weeks. So, Frimpong will be back in training, whether or not he actually starts next week. I would imagine not, but we're desperate for a right back, aren't we? We're absolutely desperate for a right back. Baz says, I need Gusto, foul, Barry, shot, and Ipswich goal. Then over to Molineux. And Jimmy P says Frimpong is back in... over to Molineux? The game's at the Emirates, you know that, right? Tell me you've not backed like Wolves' goal or anything. Brendan says, when is Frimpong back? Apparently he's back in training this week. Yeah, back in training this week. Oh yeah, unlucky. Better from Wirtz. Bars, it's alright, mate. I'll fill in if you need me to. To be honest, I'm still live every day over on the other place. I'm live every single day doing games. It's just that I was banned on TikTok. That was the problem. MT says, will Liverpool sign Ordonez in January? I hope not. No. No, I don't think so. Brendan says Frimpong might have to play, which would not be ideal. No, you'd want to ease him back in, wouldn't you? The last thing you want is him getting injured again. I imagine we try and play Szoboszlai there again. Jimmy P, AFCON is always wild. Love that tournament. And Swifty says, did they ever give you a reason for the banky? Yeah, I was promoting gambling and promoting alcohol. Oh, sorry, I've had multiple bans. One was promoting gambling, one was promoting alcohol. So neither of which I did. So, but I got banned for 72 hours for both of them. Chesterfield 2, Barnet 1. Scouse B, what do you make of the performance so far, Key? I'm happy with it. Yeah, I mean, we've listen. I'll be honest. If we hadn't scored the goal, I think we'd be going in at half time thinking, well, do you know what? We've done all right. We've not really created any chances. But then again, we was up in 40 seconds, so chances are it'd be a different game, wouldn't it? If Liverpool, oh, unlucky. If Liverpool hadn't scored in the opening 40 seconds, then chances are it's a completely different game to the one that we've seen. It's not. It probably wouldn't be 0-0 at this point because Liverpool would have kept pushing. I think the result of the goal in the first 40 seconds is that Liverpool have gone, okay, we'll just take a minute off. We'll just step back. We don't need to. We don't need to do this. We don't need to push on. Swifty, I've had plenty of warnings for completely innocuous comments. It's like a trigger. It's like a her trigger TikTok. Choc Chart, how's it going? You're guessing 1-1 today, and Daz says Bradley's back next week, isn't he? Just for booking this time. I thought he was out for a couple of weeks as well. I know he was suspended, but I thought he was out for a few weeks. Brendan, if Salah is gone, Isak not 100%, you'd want Szoboszlai further up the field. Yeah, I mean, ideally you want Szoboszlai in his ideal position, but at the end of the day, if we've not got a right back, it's better we have Szoboszlai there than try and make do with, Ramsey or playing Robertson out of position or Curtis Jones out of position. At least Szoboszlai can do the defensive work. Jimmy, he's not on the injury list, Bradley. Leicester 2, Ipswich 0. Oh my goodness me. What is going on? What is happening? Minter. Cleared away nice and easy. MT, I think AFCON will be great. I'll definitely watch our South African play because it's fun a team to watch. Also, Onyedika, who always underrated by the Nigeria coach. Well, we'll be doing a fair bit of the AFCON on this channel as well. And Baz says that's the Ipswich motivation needed. Lovely. Come on, Ipswich. Cardiff 2, Donny 2. What a game that is. We're watching Cardiff next week. Cardiff against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final. Tuesday night, if you want to watch along. Daz, are you doing any AFCON games? Yeah, we'll be doing loads of AFCON games. There's quite a few on. Christmas Eve, we're doing the AFCON. Christmas Eve's an AFCON game, I think. Cheers, Shell. 40 watching, 9 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. And Scottish GHK says December's always a coupon buster. Tell me about it. It's really not worth doing, is it? It's just not worth doing. Keep your money in your pocket at this time of year. Ooh, unlucky. Better. MT says, still I will hate on Morocco because they steal all of the best dual nationals. They steal all of the best dual nationals. Isn't it mad that that's how international footy works? Right, we've got a minute or so left of the half. Swifty says, Everton desperate for a right back. They're desperate for fullbacks. Mikolenko's the same. Mikolenko's out of contract this summer. So they're desperate for a left back, they're desperate for a right back, and they knew that in the summer. Mike Mack, are Liverpool playing well? Yeah, I think we've done all right. I mean, we're a goal up. We're a goal up. I'm content with the performance. We've not battered Brighton, but they've not had a shot on goal, really. They've not really done anything. So we've limited them. I think since the... Do you know what? Since the goal went in, it's been nice and boring. Nice and boring. A nice, boring game where Liverpool control a lot of the ball. We haven't had any real big chances, but then again, they've not had the ball. So we're not making any errors. We're controlling the game. We're controlling the tempo. It's a very controlled performance. That doesn't mean it's going to be particularly exciting. And that, do you know what? And that will be the whinge that we hear from Liverpool fans tonight. I promise you. You'll get loads and loads of Liverpool fans whinging that, oh, well, it was an awful performance. We played terrible. Yeah, well, we might have won, but we were terrible. We didn't even do anything. We didn't penetrate down the wings or... But hang on a minute. What do you want? His job is to win games of football. You've been whinging that we haven't been winning games of football. Now he's winning games of football, you're whinging about the performance and the style. Like, give him a chance. Mike says, happy days, heard the early goal comment, need that comment for every game going forward. Yeah, that's the plan, mate. I'll be doing that every one. Nice early goal, settle us down. Bang, 40 seconds, Ekatiki. Love it. Shell says, come on Everton for flipping hell's sake. And MT says, yes, it's mad. It's a fight out here for these guys. Congo is now also fighting with them, with Siddiqui as a ringleader. Still wish the best on the players, and it's their choice at the end of the day. Yeah, that's fair enough. Jake says, what are you doing this week? Because there's no Premier League football. 2 Carabao Cup games. We've got Carabao Cup Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got United on Monday. Thursday, I'm not sure who we've got Thursday night, actually. Couldn't tell you who we've got Thursday night. Who are we doing on Thursday? Oh, it's the Conference League on Thursday. So it could be Palace, or it could be... no, it's probably going to be Palace. It's a Conference League game. Or it could be Napoli against AC Milan. I don't know yet. Should we do Napoli v AC Milan, or should we do Palace against KUPS? I'll see. Possibly Napoli AC Milan. That might be a good game to do. 2-0 to Chelsea. Get in there. Chelsea absolutely smashing Everton early doors here. They've put them away in the first half. Can't see Everton getting back into this one now. I tell you what, you've got to say, Liverpool defensively, I think we've been much better. We have been much better. Yeah, Napoli, I think so too. Napoli, AC Milan will be a good game, won't it? We'll do that. We'll do that one on Thursday. A nice, different type of game. Napoli, AC Milan. Thursday night footy. Gomez, we've not seen much of him since he scored 3 or 4 in one game. Was it 4 or was it 5? I can't remember. Chelsea and Everton's just hit half-time at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2-0 up. Chimey says, let's watch Diego McTominay in action. And Empty says, Wednesday, Newcastle v Fulham. Yes, Newcastle v Fulham on Wednesday. Tuesday, Cardiff against Chelsea. And Thursday, we're going to do Napoli against AC Milan. Who have we got Friday night, actually? Let's do Friday. I don't even know who we've got Friday night. Friday night footy is Swansea v Wrexham in the Championship. What a game that's going to be. There you go. The South Wales derby. South Wales, North Wales derby. It's half-time here at Anfield. Liverpool 1, Brighton 0. A controlled performance. A very, very composed, controlled performance. That. Happy with that. Very, very happy. Very happy. What are we thinking half time? Let me know your thoughts. If you're a Liverpool fan, if you're a Brighton fan, if you're an anyone fan, let me know what you're thinking at half time. Or maybe on this game or any other games that are going on today. Chelsea 2-0 up against Everton. Everton losing Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to injury in the first half. He had to go off after just 16 minutes. Charlie Alcaraz had to come on in his place. So if Everton lose Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Idrissa Gana Gueye and Iliman Ndiaye, that's basically 60%, 70% of their midfield, their attacking midfield as well, going. It's a really, really tough situation that for Everton to handle over the next month. So hopefully that Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall injury isn't too bad. Championship, Birmingham 1-0 up against Charlton. Nathan Jones won't be too happy there. Coventry 0-0 with Bristol City, but Bristol City did have a goal disallowed. Leicester 2-0 up against Ipswich. What is going on there? And Borough 2-0 up against QPR. Hull beating Millwall 2-0 at the Den. That's a shock result. Blackburn 1-0 up at Fratton Park. And Wrexham 1, Watford 2. Good grief. Kev, Brighton, not an easy team to beat. Liverpool doing well so far. I agree, Kev. I agree. Absolutely agree with you on that one, mate. There we go. Let me get the old capture going. I hate that. In League 1, Peterborough 1-0 up against Northampton. Plymouth 1-0 up against Rotherham. Stevenage winning at Edgeley Park over Stockport. Dave Challoner's Stockport are absolutely crumbling, aren't they? They're falling to bits. Luton 1, Port Vale 1, Cardiff 2, Doncaster 2. What a first half that's been. Burton 0, Wickham 0, Bradford 0, Reading 0, and Bolton 0, Exeter 1. Oh, Blackpool 1, Lincoln 2 as well. Notts County still 0-0 with Grimsby. Swifty won't be too happy with that. See if Notts County can get a win over the Shrimpers. Brendan says Everton will have to splash the cash in January to keep that European push on track. One second. Okay, here we go. Here's a question. Here's a question. for God's sake. Right, so I want you to help me name. This is our halftime quiz, right? Halftime quiz. Thank you very much for the gift. Halftime quiz. We're doing the top 50 Premier League appearance holders that aren't British. Non-British Premier League appearance holders. So give me your best foreigners. Scottish GHK, when it comes to Liverpool, I'm happy with a controlled win. Drama is great in other games, but not good for my ticker when we have a 1-goal lead. Ian Young, Mark Schwarzer. Schwarzer is correct. Seamus Coleman is also correct. We're including Ireland. Seamus Coleman is 369 appearances. Mark Schwarzer, also correct. 514. He's the top one. So, Schwarzer is correct. Any other shouts? Keep them coming. Fabregas. Fabregas is the next shout. It says Fabregas there. Yeah, 350. Cantona, Keane, David Silva, Philip Coutinho. Let's check them. Keane, yes. Cantona. I can't see Cantona being on there. He didn't have a long career, did he? No, Cantona, no. But Keane, yes. David Silva, I would almost certainly say is. Yeah, David Silva, 309. So David Silva, yes. Philip Coutinho, again, I doubt it. I doubt it. No, Philip Coutinho didn't spend long enough in the Premier League, left too early. Janino, the same. Mo Salah, again, almost certainly, I would imagine. Salah is in there. Pretty consistent player. I should point out this is up to the start of this season. So if there's any that's overtaken and broken into this list since then I cannot be responsible for the accuracy. Mo Salah is not in the list, and the reason he's not in the list is because of this season. Basically, he would have broken. He is on the list now, but he wasn't at the start of the season. Danny Welbeck is an Englishman. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is correct, I would assume. Is he? Is he? No, Bernardo Silva isn't on there. Bernardo Silva's not on the list. Luis Suarez. No. Shay Given is correct. Shay Given is absolutely correct. Yes. Keep them coming. Sylvan Distan, great shout. There's your top three. There's your top three. So Mark Schwarzer is 1. Sylvan Distan is 2. Shay Given is 3. Keep some more goalkeepers coming. That would be my shout. We're looking for, if you've just joined us, we're looking for the top 50 non-British Premier League appearance holders. So when I say non-British, I am including the Republic of Ireland in that. So we've already had Shay Given, we've already had Seamus Coleman, we've already had Roy Keane. Keep them coming. Petr Cech is correct, absolutely. Petr Cech is in there. He's got 443. Who else has someone just said there? 1 second. I'm bouncing back and forth between everyone who's put them in. Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry's got to be in there, hasn't he? Let me check. Is he? Thierry Henry? No, Thierry Henry is not in there. Thierry Henry is not in the list. He's not in the list. Drizzy's dad, Salah balling out. What do we think, Key? I don't know what that means. Hazard. Eden Hazard? No. Again, Eden Hazard not in the list. Not in the list. Carlo Cudicini. Good shout. Let's see. Again, I don't think he's in the list. No, didn't make enough appearances. A long time as a backup, didn't he, Carlo Cudicini? Backup to Czech. Kevin De Bruyne. You should think so. I would imagine Kevin De Bruyne's in there, surely. Kevin De Bruyne, did he? No, Kevin De Bruyne, famously, a couple of injuries must have ruled him out. So no, Kevin De Bruyne isn't on the list. Hugo Lloris must be. Hugo Lloris, absolute certainty, surely. Surely, yes, Hugo Lloris, 361. Ian Hart. Brad Friedel is on the list, yes. Ian Hart, I would imagine, surely. Ian Hart? No. No Ian Hart. That's odd. Ian Hart. Lots of Republic of Ireland players, though, but not Ian Hart. You're missing quite a few others. And another one from Leeds. You said Ian Hart, think the other side. The other side of the fullbacks. Not Ian Hart, it was... Ian Wright. Not Ian Wright. No. John O'Shea is correct, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. He didn't play for Leeds. Zabaleta, did someone say? Zabaleta again, I would imagine no. Listen, I'll tell you, I'll give you the clue. The bottom appearance holder on this list, number 50 in this list, has 303. Right, so you're looking for someone who typically play. If they've done 300 plus Premier League appearances, you're talking 10 plus years in the Prem, playing at least 30 games consistently. It's a long time. It's a very, very long time. So perish the thought, anyone else. Gary Kelly, Brendan, good shout. Gary Kelly is right. Lucas Radaby. Again, I like that shout. It's a rogue shout. But I don't think we've got a Lucas Radaby in here. Pretty confident we've not got an African here, actually. Have we got an African in? We have got one African, I think, in the entire list. One African player in the entire list. Is that right? Have I called that right? I think it is, you know. Yeah. We've got one African player in the entire list. Of 50 top Premier League appearance holders that aren't British, we have only one African player. And it's not Didier Drogba. No. It isn't Sadio Mane either, and it isn't N'Golo Kante. No, not Kante. UC Jaskalainen's a brilliant shout. I can't imagine he's not in there. He's got to be in there. UC Jaskalainen. Yes, he is. 436 appearances. Again, there's a few more keepers you're missing. Think keepers are the most solid ones in there. Ian Rush, Mark Hughes, they are British. They're Welsh. They're Welsh. It's not Ghana Gay, no. It's not Ghana Gay. So we've got, I'll just to run down the ones we've got so far in the, working down. Mark Schwarzer, Sylvan Distan, Shay Given, Brad Friedel, John O'Shea, Petr Cech, UC Jaskalainen. After that, we've got a couple of Republic of Ireland players who you've not quite got. A couple of goalkeepers, one from Spain, another one from the US. Dennis Irwin is correct. Yep, Dennis Irwin's another Republic of Ireland one. We've got in the 328 Premier League appearances for him. Maybe Asamoah Gyan. No, not Asamoah Gyan. And it's not Yaya Toure. And it's not Pienaar. Brendan says Robbie Keane, Richard Dunn, Damien Duff. Yes, all there. Good shouts. Keep that line of thinking. Tim Howard, what a brew, is correct. Not David Raya. No, still not enough for David Raya. He's not really been there long enough if you think he only really came in from Brentford. Dan Owen, what's the question? The question is, we're talking the top 50 Premier League appearance holders that are not British. There's only one of them that's African. We've got quite a few so far. Lots of shouts coming in the chat, but let me know what you're thinking. Not David Raya. Kolo Toure is not the only African in this list. He is not that player. He didn't get enough. Didn't get enough. Patrick Vieira. Yes, Patrick Vieira is in there. Peter Schmeichel, I can't believe no one said him yet. Peter Schmeichel, yes. Even though Peter Schmeichel only came to the Prem when he was about 30, he is in the list. 310 Premier League appearances. Not sure that Amiobi, no. Another ex-Man United goalkeeper. Well, two ex-Man United goalkeepers you've not yet got. Not Peter Unlove, Ian. We talk about him a lot. No, not Peter Unlove. Ugo Ekiog. He's English, isn't he, Hugo Ekiog? Sure he is. He played for England. Sure he did. Heung-min Son, yes, he is in the list. 333 Premier League appearances. Kolo Toure is the African. No, he's not. No, he's not. I absolutely... Oh, Kolo... Sorry. I've said there's only one African in the list. There's not. There's two. There's two. I've just spotted Kolo Toure a little bit further up the list. Yeah, I don't know why I'd put him in Ireland, but he's not in the Ireland category. Ivory Coast, he is. So yeah, Kolo Toure, 353. I apologise for saying Kolo Toure wasn't in the list. He is. But there is one more African in the list. I promise there's only one more. Tim Howard is right. David De Gea is correct. Van der Sar is correct. Keep them coming. Not Yaya, not Fabian Barthez. Ian says Hugo Ekiog was English. Rest in peace. Yeah, he did. Passed away, didn't he, as well, Hugo Ekiog? I forgot about that. Poor fella. Right, so Mark Schwarzer, we've got Distan, Shay Given, Brad Friedel, John O'Shea, Petr Cech, UC Yaskalainen, Richard Dunn, David De Gea, Tim Howard, Damien Duff. Someone said Lucas Fabianski. Yes, that's correct. Seamus Coleman, Roy Keane, Hugo Lloris, Rory Delap was a great shout, yeah. Colo Torre, Cesc Fabregas, Cesar Azpilicueta, great shout. Who else did you say? Heung-min Son, Dennis Irwin, Gary Kelly. Who else have we got? Edwin van der Sar, Peter Schmeichel, David Silva. And that's it. Still about 10 left to get. Zaha, yes. Hey, and Jordan Ayew. Fucking hell, Ghana. There's 3 Africans in the list. Sorry. I'm letting everyone down here. Jimmy P, Gareth Barry. Gareth Barry famously was British. It's a non-British list. We've got players coming out for the second half, so I'll run through them quick. Here's the answers. Virgil van Dijk. Wilfried Zaha was the other African. Zaha and Ayew. Patrick Vieira. David Silva. Christian Eriksen. Peter Schmeichel. Edwin van der Sar. Dennis Bergkamp nobody seemed to get. Sami Hyypiä. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Famously. Unknown player. Unknown Everton player. William Gallas, John Arne Risa, Robert Huth, Kevin Kilban, Gail Clichy, Antonio Valencia, Gary Kelly, William, Dennis Irwin, Herman Hreiderson. I don't think anyone would have got Herman Hreiderson. Heung-min Son, people got Kenny Cunningham, Republic of Ireland, Steed Malbranck. I often called him Steve Malbranck, but his name wasn't Steve. Shane Long, Robbie Keane, Cesar Azpilicueta, Fabregas, Colo Torre, Delap, Lloris, Thomas Sorensen was another goalkeeper nobody got, and Anelka Keane, Seamus Coleman, Dwight York, again nobody seemed to mention, Fabianski, Stephen Carr, George Boateng, Damien Duff, Tim Howard, De Gea, Dunn, Yaskalainen, Cech, O'Shea, Friedel, Given, Distan and Schwarzer. There you go, there's your 50. Fucking hell, that was hard work. And we're off for the second half. I really need to move the clock up because we were about a minute in. There you go. Stan Lazaridis. He was on a question last night we did. The top Asian Premier League appearance holders. Stan Lazaridis was in there. FCB, good. Buzzing with the win. Andrei Kanchelskis. What a player he was. And this shy boy says, I love trivia time with Key. Big up everyone. How are we all doing? Jake says, why are Brighton wearing their away kit? It's because they have to get a certain number of games in that kit. So what they do is at the start of the season, they plan which games they're going to play in that kit. And to be honest, it might be that Brighton could quite easily play in their home kit all season. But to get the wear out of it, because obviously every time they wear it, they're promoting it, aren't they? So they obviously want people to buy the kit. So yeah, they'll try and get a fair few. Like there's some games where Liverpool could quite easily wear their home kit and quite easily wear their away kit. But we choose our third kit because we need to get a number of games wearing that kit. Chimey, that was tough. It was a difficult one, that, wasn't it? Yeah, very difficult. Swifty says, Herman Hreiderson was a decent buy on Championship Manager. Yeah, Portsmouth. Where was he? Portsmouth, Charlton. Did he have a spell at Bolton as well, Herman Hreiderson? Liverpool have started the second half quite well. It's been a better start. Same as the first, really. It's a good start to the game. Shell says, second half, come on, Toffees, let's go. And Kev says, maybe because they're away from home. Well, I know, but you'd be amazed how many, like, they could have wore their home kit, couldn't they? I guess that's the theme of the thinking of the question. Right, Liverpool on the counter with Wirtz. That's a foul, ref. All day, every day. Foul. Joe says Seagulls. Swifty in 95. He starts at IBV in Iceland, so very cheap. Oh, wow. Did you see that, by the way? Did you see the FC Hacker in Finland? One of the very first games that I went to, you know. One of the very, very first games I went to when I was a Liverpool fan. When I first started supporting Liverpool, was Liverpool against FC Hacker in the Champions League. And this week, FC Hacker got relegated to the second division of the Finnish Veikkausliiga. And with it, the fans set the stadium on fire. They set the stadium on fire. A few rogue fans got very upset that they'd been relegated and they set the stadium on fire. Literally the whole stand burning down. Got to be very careful with them Finnish fans. Finnish ultras. I'm sure there are Finnish ultras. I just always imagine the Finns to be very, very cool and composed. Scottish GHK, if you like the quiz, hit the like button. Oh, thanks very much, man. And Rich says, come on, Liverpool, start hitting the back of the net. You'll never walk alone. Yes, Rich. Love it. Honor Permo says 99, 2000, 2000, 2001, and 2001, 2002. Kev says that sounds like Rangers fans. What's setting fire to Ibrox? Jimmy P says, imagine the toffees burning down the hill Dickinson. Hey, to be honest, I'm sure there's a few times they've thought about setting fires down there because it's freezing down by them docks on winters. Loads of Evertonians like huddled together. You can see them bundled together for warmth. Oh, that was unlucky. That was better from Liverpool, though. That was better. Got to do better in terms of finishing our chances. The thing is with Liverpool here, we've really got to take a chance to make it 2-0. Otherwise, we're just inviting pressure, aren't we? Swifty, I remember one of the Bristol club's ground being set on fire by the fans of the other one. Oh, bloody hell. Shell says, yes, Key, it is on the Mersey. No kidding. Oh, I tell you what. We should be level. We should be level. Big, big chance at the far post from Gomez. Big, big chance at the far post. Brighton get in behind Liverpool and it's a wonderful ball in from the right-hand side. There's nothing wrong with it. And it's just waiting for Gomez to tap it in at the back post. Gets it all wrong. Brighton probably should be level. Brighton probably should be level at this point. It was a well-worked move from them. They cut us apart there. And played it to the far post and Diego Gomez sliding in couldn't finish it. Radnor Splash, what's the score? It's Liverpool 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. Kev says Everton have a very good state-of-the-art stadium, though. It wasn't cheap. And Rich says we could be 3-0 up and still invite the pressure. I know, mate. I agree. We're just that team at the minute, aren't we? Just that team. We love inviting the pressure on. Jimmy says, oof, I did not like that. I'm just hoping that doesn't give them encouragement now. We need Fabian Hürzeler to just kind of tell his team, that's enough. We don't need to keep pushing forward now. Shell, I've been twice this season. It's amazing, but I still miss the grand old lady. And Scottish GHK, the coldest stadium in Scotland must be Peterhead. Peterhead. Well, I tell you what, I'm not sure about that, because when I went to Pittodrie, that is the coldest I think I've ever been at a football game. You could literally look out and see the North. You can see the North Sea. You can see ships from the North Sea coming in while you're sat in your seat at Pittodrie. It's freezing. It's absolutely Baltic at Aberdeen. Lisha, second time this fella should have scored a clear chance. I'm telling you, these lot should be 2-1 up. What are you on about? He's not had a chance. He's only had one just then. He's not done anything. Jake, how's Salah at right back? I can't get the game on at the minute. Salah's not at right back. No, Salah's right wing. It's Soberslai at right back. Honor Permo says Peter Reid. Peter Heed. And Graham says Aberdeen is cold. Oh, aye. It's cold, all right. It's cold. Shell, Leicester 3-0 up against Ipswich. What is going on? Kev says, were winter warmers in Aberdeen this time of year? Liverpool down the right-hand side here with Mo Salah. Sobersley. Baz says, any chance here in Ipswich? Can't see it. Can't see it. It's an offside anyway, so Liverpool give the ball away too cheaply, really. And didn't quite... When we got it back, we didn't really do enough with it there. That's poor. Life of Reese is buzzing for tomorrow. I'm confident. I think he'll get at least a point, you know, against Newcastle, Reese. I think Sunderland will do enough there to get at least a point. We'll be live for it anyway, as always. 3-star Red says the Hill Dickinson is prone to leaks. Well, it was last weekend. Beelzebub says he's at warming up. Yeah. We all love Leeds, says John Boy. Be yourself, Dylan. Prediction for Burnley Fulham. I think Burnley will win that. I can see Burnley just... Did I say Burnley will win that? I think Fulham will win that. Burnley will... I think they're just starting to wilt now. I think we'll see Burnley really start to fall away now as the end of the season. As the season kicks in. Second half of the season. Burnley... I can't see Leeds staying up, and I just feel like the both of them will start to drop points in more and more games as the season kicks in. Kev says, is Danny Welbeck playing today? No, Danny Welbeck's on the bench. I'm sure he will come on at some point, though. Scott Parker, relegation masterclass, says Jimmy P, and Liam says Leeds to win tomorrow. Who've Leeds got tomorrow? Who've Leeds got? Bradford have gone 1-0 up against Reading. Sarcevic with the goal. Be yourself, Dylan thinks it's going to be Wolves, Burnley and Leeds. Hey, Notts County have scored. What about that, Swifty? Notts County 1-0 up away at Grimsby. The Shrimpers. Kev says he is the danger. Danny Welbeck. I don't know. So far, I think Yankuba Minter's been very, very good getting down that right-hand side. But Kirk has done well with him. He's done very well. I think like if anything's going to happen, it's going to come down that left-hand side. Or our left-hand side, their right. Connor Houlihan, do you think Leeds stay up? I don't, Connor, no. I think Leeds are going to go down. Leeds have got Brentford tomorrow. Yeah, again, I think Brentford will get something there. Oh, I tell you what. Sweet Lord. We're riding our luck a little bit here, Liverpool. We are riding our luck. Couple of very, very big chances for Brighton in the last couple of minutes. Oh, I can just feel a goal coming. I can feel a goal coming. Gomez pulled it back, and it was just a really, really good effort. Jorginho Rutter. 3-star Reds, I want a Fulham win before we hammer Spurs tomorrow. Excuse me. Jimmy says, knocking at the door here, aren't they? They are. Yeah, they are. We're definitely not really settling into the game as we did in the first half. It feels like Brighton have really cranked things up, rather. The pressure's starting. But we're still 1-0 in front. We're still doing the bare minimum of what we need to. Rich says, do you think we'll get Mark Gay in the next window? I'd like to think we do, but no, I don't think we will. I think Mark Gay is going to do the best thing for Mark Gay, which is, if we're dead honest, mate, the best thing for Mark Gay is he waits until after the World Cup. Because if you're Mark Gay, if you go to Liverpool in January, you'll get a good deal. You'll get a good deal. You'll be fine with what you get. If you go to Liverpool in the summer on a free transfer, the fee that Liverpool would have given to Crystal Palace, they'll give to you, or there or thereabouts. So, you know, you can either go to Liverpool in January with Palace getting a £25 million fee, or a £30 million fee, or whatever it ends up being, or you can go to Liverpool in the summer, play the full season at Palace, go to Liverpool or wherever in the summer, and get a £20 million signing on fee yourself. It's that sort of thing that more and more players are choosing to do. That was better from Liverpool, but it wasn't good enough, really. Ekitike, I think he should have fed Wirtz in there, you know. Beelzebub says it's coming for Brighton. Ekitike should have had a hat-trick today. He's done all right, hasn't he? He's done all right. Jimmy says they're knocking on the door here, Brighton, aren't they? Soon as Salah came on, weird that. Oh, don't wind him up. Player FC will be after you, mate. Player FC will kick off if you start talking about Mo Salah. Mark says he's going to City in January along with Semenyo. Mark Gay's not going to Man City. Christ, they've got more centre-backs than we've got players. Man City have got plenty of centre-backs. They've got Gvardiol, they've got Ake, they've got Diaz, they've got bloody... Oh, yeah, Ekitiki's in again here. Oh, do you know what? Mo Salah, unlucky. Corner kick. Liverpool did very, very well. Did very, very well there. Hey, and do you know what? Lewis Dunk misses the next match off that as well. For that yellow card. I thought he did. Chance! Yes! It's 2-0! Ekitiki's done it! Ekitiki's done it! It's Ekitike at the double. We've just been saying he's on for a hat-trick. Well, he will be on for a hat-trick now. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. That is what we wanted. And it's Mo Salah with the assist as well, for what it's worth. Hugo, far post. Great header. Nice and easy, Liverpool. 2-0. And we're absolutely... That is justice. That is deserved. An absolute just goal from Hugo Ekitike. I love to see it. What a player he is, by the way. And Mo Salah with the assist. He could be on for a hat-trick here now. Hugo. Yes, I love it. 2-0. We'll take that all day. Jimmy P says, Isaac, sit back down, fella. And Jimmy P says, get in, lad, he is quality. Nothing wrong with that at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Do you know what? I tell you what, if you're a Brighton defender, you are absolutely raging at him at the back stick as well. Who is that who leaves him? Who is it who leaves him there? I tell you what, I would be absolutely raging at him. Who is it? Vifa. Mats Vifa. Oh, I'd be pulling him off. I wouldn't be doing that. I'd be subbing him off. Get him off for that. If I'm a Brighton fan. Coventry 1-0 up against Bristol City. Bristol City will be raging. They were a goal up not that long ago. And all of a sudden, Bristol a goal down. But 1-0 to Liverpool becomes 2-0 to Liverpool. Just as Brighton was starting to grow into the game. Jimmy P. Key, Freudian slip there. I've done that one a few times as well. Leicester to Glory says, looks like both of our teams might actually win a game. I was going to say, I'm surprised. You're doing really well against Ipswich, aren't you, mate? The Foxes flying against Ipswich today. You might still make the playoffs. Maybe it's a late charge for the playoffs, do you think? Brendan says, Salah won the corner and put in a great delivery. Come on, give him the credit for what it's worth. What do you mean for what it's worth? There's nothing wrong with that. For what it's worth, it was just... Oh, that's a naughty one, that from Kanate. That was a naughty one from Kanate. Stockport 1, Stevenage 3. Adam says only Everton can make Chelsea look good without Caicedo. Rich Spencer says, come on, lads. And 3-Star Red says, never mind a Patrick, and he could even get an Albert. What's an Albert? Portsmouth 1, Blackburn 1. Lang's equalised. Graham says, defo a confidence drainer, that goal. It is, isn't it? It is, because Brighton were they were just on the upturn a little bit there. There was a couple of half chances for him. And then all of a sudden, bang, off the corner. Big Hugo, back stick, putting it away. Everton 2-0 down. Liverpool 2-0 up. It's a wonderful Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. I love to see it. Leicester to Glory says, Fatawu is pure class. Deserves a Prem move if we don't go up. We've been linked with him. We were linked with him as an alternative to, like, as a backup to Mo Salah. Fatawu. Good player, isn't he? Yeah, tidy player. Scored a great goal at, was it against Charlton? I saw him score a brilliant goal against Charlton earlier in the season. Boo, Shell. Jacob Arabia, who scored? It was Hugo Ekitike again. And Mark J says you should call Ekitike the decorator, papering over the cracks. Surely he should be the plasterer then. Plastering all... Oh, well. Adam says it's only the league leaders next for Everton. Oh, here we go. Baleba getting taken off again. Mitoma comes on, Ayari comes on, and Baleba going off. Honestly, that is the worst decision that, like, I so wish Man United would have managed to get that deal done. Oh, it would have been perfect. If United had managed to get Carlos Baleba this summer, that would have made my summer, because he is absolutely shocking. He's not shocking. He's not, actually. Let me rein that back in. But he is playing like Alexis McAllister. Maybe it's a Brighton thing. His head's gone. He thought he was getting that big move to Manchester United, and since then, I think he's been subbed off in every game. Leicester to Glory says you can have Fatawu, but you have to take Daka as well. What's the young lad's name? The 16, is it Page? Not Page. Who's the young... I've been watching loads of Leicester recently, but I forget his name now all of a sudden. 16, 17 years old. I'm not talking about the young 15-year-old Monga. I'm not on about Monga. I'm on about the number 10, and I forget his name now. Jimmy P, if there's a God, please let Wolves win. Nice defending from Liverpool. This is well deserved. We're playing well here. Playing well. Defensively sound. You know, we've killed the game off. We're 2-0 up. It's a nice, comfortable Liverpool victory. Have I spoke too soon there? Page. I thought it was Page. Yeah, Page. Not Monga. Monga's the winger, isn't he? He's a good player though as well. But yeah, I like Page. Page is a very, very talented young player. Reminds me a little bit of Dele Alli in how he plays sometimes as well. Adam says Brighton wants 100 million for Baleba, by the way. Yeah, that's the reason that the United deal didn't get done. They insisted on 100 million for Baleba, and United wouldn't pay it. And now that is looking like a really shrewd move from Manchester United, isn't it? They don't often do shrewd moves, Man United. It's a bit uncharacteristic of them, but that is a very, very shrewd move for them to have said, no, we're not going to be paying that for Brighton. Michael Brown says, can Hugo and Isak play together, or is the Liverpool team just set up for one of them to start up front? I think Liverpool will play Isak and Ekitike together when Mo Salah is gone. Empty Liverpool will get Faz. Wow, Faz. And Leicester to Glory, we actually have about 4 to 5 class teens coming through. Florian Wirtz, what a player he is. Honestly, he is a joy to watch, Florian Wirtz at times. Thomas Roberts, who is winning, it is 2-0 to Liverpool. And Adam says, to be fair, Caicedo has eventually lived up to the price tag. Oh, he has, hasn't he? It looks like a bargain, to be honest. Michael says, I get the feeling all is not well between Salah and Slot. What on earth has given you that impression, Michael? 3-star Reg, you missed my last post key. I should have wrote hat-trick, but just predictive text, but Patrick when I clicked up post. So put in Albert as a joke. Oh, sorry. I was thinking to myself, is that something I've missed? Oh, I tell you what, it's going to go for a throw-in, but Brighton, big chance since Kaoru Mitoma's come on. They've started to play a lot better again. Christ, again, I think I might have called it too soon and said Liverpool a nice, comfortable victory here. If Brighton were to pinch one, all of a sudden we look nervy again. Peterborough 2, Northampton 1. Cobblers back in it. Cobblers back in it against Posh. What's Szoboszlai down for? What's going on here? Oh, Jesus. Last thing we need is Dominic Szoboszlai. Oh, Dominic Szoboszlai. Please don't go off injured. Please. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Dominic Szoboszlai looks in agony. Liverpool's player of the season going off would be the worst thing about today. Oh, it's Achilles, that, you know. I'm telling you, that's Achilles. His Achilles has gone. Watch this. Watch when he lands. It's Achilles, that. He's done his Achilles. If that's his Achilles, he's out till the new year as an absolute minimum. Could be a couple of months if it's a bad one. Oh, no. Dominic Szoboszlai. Worst possible player for Liverpool to lose. The worst possible player for us to lose at this point as well. Oh, no. I can't even say it like we've got loads to bring on either. Season over, hopefully not. It could be. It genuinely could be. It depends on the grade. But if that isn't, and that looks like an Achilles. If that's an Achilles, it could be a season over. On a Permo, I'm curious about how the Salah Slot conversation went and if Salah apologised. Well, allegedly the issue still persists. That's what Paul Joyce said. The issue still persists. So, no, I don't think Salah did apologise. Arne Slot has nothing to apologise for. Scottish GHK, if it's bad, that's a mid-table finish guaranteed, yeah. Well, he is walking off, but hang on a minute. Someone just said, at least he's walking off, says on a Permo. If you remember, Virgil van Dijk walked off against Everton. Do you remember when he did his ACL against Everton when Pickford cut him in half? Van Dijk walked off the pitch. He was out for the best part of a year, wasn't he? Don't force it. Why are we insistent? Just take him off. I know it's important we get the win, I get it, but we're 2-0 up. If we can't get through the next 20 minutes without Dominic Szoboszlai, then we don't deserve the 3 points. Take him off. Don't take any chances. Beelzebub says, I think Szoboszlai is hamstring, bud. It was like he was pointing to his ankle, though, wasn't it? The back of his ankle, back of his foot. It looked like an Achilles, but if it's his hamstring, maybe he's just tweaked it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. On a Permo says, I agree with you, man, that Slot is doing his job and it was a wise decision. Well, I mean, however you want to dress it up, if we've taken Salah out the side and we've won 3, drawn 2, so can't really fault it. Jimmy says, is he still injured? He's on the touchline. He's waiting to come back on. Leicester 3-1 now. Ipswich might be back into that one. MK Dons 1, Cambridge 1. It's going to be a corner. No, goal kick to Liverpool. Like it. Brendan says, no, it was ankle. No way he would be back on if it was hamstring. It didn't look like he rolled his ankle, though. You can usually tell when they've rolled their ankle because obviously the boot goes like that. I've rolled my ankle loads of times when I was playing. It's a horrible, horrible injury. But it looked like he landed and put his full weight down, which usually is Achilles. Charlie, what do you think the score's going to be tomorrow? Sunderland v Mags. I think Sunderland win. Maybe at a push a draw, but I think I'm leaning more towards Sunderland than I am Newcastle, just because of how poor Newcastle were midweek against Leverkusen. On a Permo, what game is after this? Well, you've got Burnley against Fulham, which is a 5:30 kickoff. We're going to be watching Arsenal against Wolves at 8 PM tonight, so I'll be doing a watch-along for Arsenal. I'm not doing the Burnley game, so I'm going to switch off after this one for an hour or two, and then I'll be back on for the Arsenal-Wolves game tonight. Come on, Wolves! Come on, Wolves! Liverpool back in the title race if Arsenal get beat by Wolves tonight. Tone says Antonio at Leicester, just seeing that. And Brendan says he looks okay now. You can see he's still testing it. It actually does look like it might be ankle, because you can see him doing ankle rolls there, can't you? He was just stood still there, Dominic Szoboszlai. He was just doing little ankle rolls. Yeah. Don't know about that. Adam says nobody is watching Burnley v Fulham. I imagine it'll just be Burnley and Fulham fans, to be honest, for the 5:30. And Jimmy P says Salah has been humbled. Adam says, does this make Salah look like an entitled whiner? I mean, to be honest, I think Salah's done okay since he's come on. He played a part in the goal. Obviously, he got an assist off the corner. So, you know, like I say, I have no problem with Mo Salah, the player. Mo Salah, the player, absolutely wonderful. Like him a lot, and an absolute legend of the club. But what he did was wrong, and every ex-player has called it out. Steven Gerrard was saying he's wrong. He was disrespectful. He's got to apologise, and nothing wrong with it. I hope he has apologised. I really hope he has. Adrian Berder says Arsenal could hit 10 tonight. Wolves are in serious trouble. Well, all-time Premier League record is 9-0, isn't it? Liverpool did Bournemouth 9-0. United have done Ipswich 9-0. I think it might have even done Forest 9-0, haven't they? I can't remember. No, I don't think they did Forest 9-0, but they definitely did Ipswich 9-0, and Liverpool did Bournemouth 9-0. I think that's the Premier League record. Jimmy P says Frimpong is going to be rushed back, isn't he? I hope not. I really hope not. And Kev says Isak coming on. He needs a goal. Yeah, Isak about to come on for Liverpool. Be Yourself Dylan says Liverpool 9, Southampton 0. And Southampton beat... Who was it? Southampton beat Leicester 9-0, didn't they? Southampton got beat 9-0, and I'm sure they've beaten... Hang on a minute. When Liverpool beat Southampton 9-0, wasn't that in the League Cup? Was that in the League Cup? I'm pretty sure that was League Cup, that, wasn't it? Doctor Who Mania, definitely been whining. Remember, he was exactly like that anytime Klopp dropped him. Yeah. Brendan, United did Southampton 9-0. They did. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago either, was it? Beelzebub, Liverpool beat Palace. And Kyron, are you still winning yet? We beat Palace 9-0, did we? Tone, highest defeat in a final. Well, that's a good question. Highest defeat in a final. Couple of 4-0s in Champions League finals, aren't there? Highest defeat in a final. Oh, that's a good question. 6-0? Was it 6-0 when City did... was it Watford? 6-0 Watford. I'm guessing it would be that. 3-Star Red says, I'll be tuned in on Sky, cheering on Fulham. And Brendan says Southampton were beat 9-0 twice, United and Leicester. Carly T, anyone know the Everton score? Yeah, it's 2-0 to Chelsea. Leicester to Glory says maybe that's why Sarr likes dunking on Liverpool. Oh, Hugo. No, got to do better. Ginga, better game today, Key. Yes, mate. Been a wonderful game today. Szoboszlai. Oh, unlucky. Come on, Dom. Get up. Can't have you going down. Dr. Humania says Liverpool beat Palace by 7. No, I think he's on about that one. The 9-0 was pre-Premier League. The 7-0, I remember, that was at Selhurst Park. That was only a few years ago. Salah scored. Henderson scored. Minamino scored. I remember that game. Carly T, Chelsea rent boys. And Beelzebub says Hugo needs replacing. He's knackered. Yeah, take Hugo off for Alexander Isak, I think, at this point. Daz says, where will we go as it stands? Well, as it stands, Liverpool will go up to 6th, I believe. We will be ahead of Everton, ahead of Brighton, and I think we'll go 6th. Yeah, we go 6th. So we are level on points with Crystal Palace. If Man City were to beat Palace tomorrow by 5 or 6, then maybe we could go in front of Palace. If Palace absolutely get walloped by City tomorrow, then we could jump ahead of Palace on goal difference. But as it stands, we are in 6th, 2 points off the top 4. We're a point ahead of Man United. So come on, Bournemouth, on Monday Night Football. I'm live for that one. We're 2 points ahead of Everton, we're a point ahead of United, and we're 3 now ahead of Brighton. If Sunderland beat Newcastle tomorrow, then they go ahead of us, I believe. Yeah, Sunderland win tomorrow, they go ahead of us. So Sunderland can jump ahead of us. Ekatiki's going off for Isak here. Kirkes going off for Robertson, by the way. 3-star Reds, what are Liverpool playing at, Key? We've put 7 past these last season. No comment, though, on this season against them. Hey, they're still a good side, Brighton. They're all right. Although they were poor last week against West Ham. They're not in a good run of form, it has to be said. Adam says in 2007, Portsmouth 7, Reading 4, highest score ever. And Liverpool 9, Bournemouth 0. Wasn't it like that when it was... Hang on a minute. Portsmouth 7, Reading 4. I'm sure there's a Wigan Spurs. Wasn't Spurs Wigan was the record Premier League goal scoring game, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Yeah, John Macken. Oh no, Spurs City, not Spurs Wigan. Spurs City. Spurs beat Wigan about 9-0 though. Cardiff v Doncaster 3-3. What a game that's been. Scottish GHK. Wrong. Record of humiliation for Man United was 7-0. What a game that was. Oh, I so wish I'd have had this channel on that night. I so wish I'd have been live on that night. The channel didn't exist, but I wish it had done. It'd have been a great time. What a time to be alive that was. Kieran says, we'll do Bournemouth. I think they're very attack-minded, which suits us more. Bournemouth are all over the place, mate. If United don't do Bournemouth, yes, it's not good. It ain't good. Adrian, do you think Isak is under pressure to start performing, Key? I think he's under pressure to start games. I think the biggest issue for Alexander Isak is not necessarily performance. It's because that can come. That's he's not playing and playing badly. He's not playing. That's the bigger issue for Alexander Isak. His issue is fitness. He's not really performance. I haven't seen many Liverpool fans having a pop at how Isak is playing when he plays. Like he's had games where he's been a bit anonymous, but that's because we've not got the ball to him. It's as much on us as it is Alexander Isak. So I don't feel like there's any real issue with Alexander Isak's performances. It's more that he's just not really able to get on the pitch. His fitness, his match fitness, his match sharpness, and him being able to stay fit for 2, 3, 4, 5 games on the run, that's going to be the big test for him. And yeah, we need him to do that at some point this season quite quickly. Tone, remember Salah scored a hat-trick in 6 minutes against Rangers, the 7-1 hammering at Ibrox in the Champions League. Yeah, Darwin Núñez scored in that as well, I think. And Ginga says, Gyökeres is under more pressure. He's looking proper championship level. See, that's it. Gyökeres is available and he's on the bench. He's fit and he's on the bench. Mikel Merino is starting ahead of Victor Gyökeres. That's got to be embarrassing for him. And when he has played, again, there's Arsenal fans, even Arsenal fans are saying he's been quite poor. He's not been great. Whereas Isak, he hasn't really had a run of games. He hasn't really had a chance. I'm not overly concerned by the performances of Isak. Cunha and Burmo cashed in on your benefits check. What benefits check? Nobody does checks anymore. What are you on about? Checks? Are you living in the 90s, Chief? Arne Permo says, I mind when Celtic beat Liverpool in the UEFA Cup in the early 90s. Early noughties, yeah, they did. John Hartson with a scorcher at the Anfield Road end, I remember that. Blackpool 2, Lincoln 2, and Adam says, Gyökeres has been trying so hard and going with the flow. And Kyron says, Ekatike injury, serious or not? No, he's fine. He just looked a bit tired. I don't think he's got an injury. He looked all right. Brighton change. Kostulas and Welbeck coming on for the last 10 minutes here. What's HH mean? What does HH mean, Tone and Kev? What's that? I assume it's something to do with... I don't know, Rangers. I have no idea. It's something to do with them. I don't get all the acronyms with Celtic and Rangers, but go on, enlighten me. Twisted Fate says, now our game Monday is even more of a must-win. Yep, back behind Liverpool where you belong. Portsmouth 2-1 up, and Kyron says, are you doing the Fulham game or Arsenal? I'll be doing Arsenal tonight at 8 o'clock, Kyron. I'll be live for that one. Twisted Fate, Chelsea and Liverpool both winning at this point. Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Chelsea will be having 3 points. Liverpool 3 points. Jimmy P, where's Tolga's supercomputer? I was going to say, Tolga seems to have disappeared. Tolga's disappeared. He said Everton. He said Everton. Hail, hail. Ah, right, I don't know what that means. Are you sure? Is it a Rangers chant? The Celts are here. Ah. Leicester to glory. Liverpool need Jacob Ramsey for Isaac to work. And Daz Reynolds, isn't it Spurs next week away? Yeah, I think it is. Soberslai's coming off for Liverpool. Adam says odds on Portsmouth knocking Arsenal out the FA Cup. Can't see it. Chiesa is coming on for Liverpool. Who's gone to right back then? Maybe Curtis Jones to right back? Yeah, there you go. Chiesa staying at right wing. Salah going to centre forward with with Alexander Isak. Now we've got Curtis at right back, Chiesa at right mid, Wirtz off the left. In a fact, we were basically playing 4-4-2 here. This is it. Liverpool have changed system. This is what I've been talking about. Look at it now. Liverpool are playing 4-4-2. This is exactly the setup that we will be playing going forward. This is why Mo Salah was dropped. Arne Slot wants to play 4-4-2 with Isak and Ekitike, and this is what we're going to get. This is what's happening. Salah is at centre forward with Isak. Chiesa off the right. Curtis has gone to right back because we haven't got any other right backs. Brighton picking the ball up. Good block from Canate. Much better. And Chiesa all the way back tracking. Good work ethic from Federico. Twisted Fate, Ekitike, I will still say brings more to the table than Isak, and you look better with him on the pitch. I think that's been a coincidence, though. I think that's because the games where Isak has played 90 minutes, we've generally played a slightly different way. Like, Isak played most of the game against Inter. We played very, very defensively. We didn't create an awful lot. So that was more strategy than anything to do with Isak. But Ekitike is a wonderful player. I just think both of them will play. It's not an either or. Ekitike and Isak will play together going forward. You can see, I've felt it for a long time. I got stick for saying it earlier in the season. I genuinely believe that we are going to see Mo Salah moved on, or he will be foisted into playing a centre-forward role. He's either going to play centre-forward, or he's not going to play at all, basically. Millwall have got one back. Oh, there's another player down for Liverpool. Put the ball out of play. Put it out of play. Who is it who's down here? Oh, Alexis McAllister down. Oh, Christ, we could do without another injury. Everyone's got injured today. McAllister's been down injured. Soberslai's down injured. Gomez has gone off injured. What's happened to McAllister? Oh, he just lands awkwardly. Yeah. Probably knocked the wind out of him, but he'll be okay. He'll be okay. Right, big last 5 minutes of normal time, plus maybe another 5-6 minutes of added on time to come. McAllister getting treatment here. By the way, if you're new around here and you haven't yet, please do click like on the video. I am live tonight for Arsenal against Wolves. I'm live tomorrow, Sunday, for the Time Weird Derby. Newcastle away at Sunderland. What a massive game that's going to be. And plus Monday night, I'm live again. Man United against Bournemouth. Big Monday night football game. Carabao Cup games, Tuesday and Wednesday. Cardiff against Chelsea. Wednesday, we're doing Newcastle against Fulham. Thursday, we've got a big game from Serie A. Napoli against AC Milan. I'll be doing the watch-along for that. And, yeah, lots and lots of good games coming up in the next week. James Milner coming on for Brighton. What a reception he's going to get coming on. Liverpool legend, James Milner. Please do click like on the video and subscribe as well. I should say that. I haven't said anything about... I've not done any channel promotion tonight. I get loads of stick. Key, why don't you, you're going to have to... If you want people to sign up and like and subscribe, you'll have to tell them and remind them from time to time. So I don't tend to do it unless there's a player down. But yeah, if you like these watch-alongs, if you like our community, we've got lots of nice people. Make sure you get involved in the chat. Let us know your team. Let us know who you support. Let us know your predictions on the games coming up. And drop us a like and a follow and all that good stuff. Twisted Fate says, Arsenal to give Wolves the first win key. I know it won't be that case, but then even though we're rivals, we get a laugh together. Hey, yeah, let's unite on that one then tonight, mate. We'll watch Arsenal-Wolves together and see. We'll see. Hopefully Wolves get a win. Millwall did get a goal back against Hull, but they've since had a man sent off, and Hull have now gone 3-1 up in the 90th minute. Who is it? Gellart? No. McBurney. Ollie McBurney with a goal. Leicester to glory. If you guess who I support, I'll like. You strike me as a Derby fan, mate. You strike me as a Ram. A County fan. Kev says legend for sure. What a player James Milner is. Top player. Wonderful player. Love him. Top quality. Right, Van Hecker's come forward. He might be a Liverpool player in future. He strikes me as a Liverpool player, Van Hecker. Talented centre-back. Dutch as well. So Arne Slot will like him. Jamie, I'll subscribe if you apologise to Salah. But listen, hey, on that basis, shove your subscription up your arse, man. I'll die on this hill, Chimey. Right, long throw from the left-hand side for Brighton. Kadioglu launching it in. The old Dave Challoner, long and flat into the box. Who, I've had far too many double entendres tonight. 4-4-2, a classic formation. It's very Sam Allardyce, isn't it? Arne Slot dice. George Peel says Sunderland big win tomorrow, either 20 or 30. And Jake says Milner coming on, what a legend he was for us. Adam says strike partnerships have a scorer and a provider. You can't have two scorers, not one provider. Why can't you? Hey, Andy Cole and Dwight York did all right together. Chris Sutton and Shearer did all right together. Plenty of dual scoring strike partnerships. Plenty of them. I know you think typically like Henry and Bergkamp and Berbatov and Rooney or whatever, but no, it's not always the case. Eight? Jesus Christ, where have they got 8 added minutes from? 8 minutes? Sweet Lord. Any chance? 8, sorry, it had 5 on there. There you go, 8 added minutes. 8 added minutes at the end of the second half here. Chimey says Raul and Van Nistelrooy. Yeah, look, listen, plenty of them. Lots and lots of fabulous. I mean, listen, Kenny Dalglish was a creator, but he was certainly a goal scorer as well, wasn't he? Rush could score plenty, but Kenny Dalglish certainly got a fair few. But yeah, Van Basten and Hullet as well. Philippines predictions for Celtic St Mirren Scottish Cup final tomorrow. It has to be a Celtic win, doesn't it, for Wilfred Nancy? He's not had a particularly good start to his Celtic career. Back-to-back defeats against Hearts and then battered against Roma in midweek. So he's got to get a result against St Mirren in the cup tomorrow. Rich Spencer, what's happening in the game? Not an awful lot, to be honest. It's 8 minutes of injury time. Brighton pushing forward, but if I'm dead honest, mate, there's not really an awful lot going on. 2-0 to Notts County against Grimsby. Good result for the... Not such a good result for the Shrimpers. Blackpool 2, Lincoln 2's finished. Brighton coming forward down the right-hand side. Minter. Liverpool defending quite well, though. I'll be honest, we've not really conceded too many chances in this game. It's been a really, really good performance from Liverpool all round. Yeah, delightful performance from Liverpool. Chiesa's just had a big chat. Well, Chiesa put it on a plate for Salah, to be honest. But I think Chiesa got the pass wrong to Salah. He put the ball across to him, and it was a little bit of a scuff. and it made the chance a lot harder for Mo Salah than it needed to be. Salah very nearly getting a goal in what might well be his Anfield farewell. Honor Permo says, I feel bad for Nancy. He's been dealt a very bad hand. I know people love Henry, but in a 4-4-2, I'm taking Rooney and Cantona as my two strikers. Rooney brings a horsework, and Cantona just absolute ball-smacking goat. And on a Permo, I've got no clue what the real long-term vision is from Celtic right now either. And Daz, where's he got 8 from? I don't know. Yeah, 8 doesn't make any sense to me either. Team performance, says Tone. It is. It's been a good team performance from Liverpool, hasn't it? Yeah. Defensively very sound, very solid. Feel like we've earned this today. It's been a good, calm, composed, resilient performance. Not really been... Look at that. Good defense. Great defensive work from Gravenberch there. Lots of big blocks in big moments as well. Mark says, back in the title race. Should be 3, says Beelzebub. And Jimmy says, hopefully another clean sheet as well. Well, yeah, again, you know, people use it as a stick to beat them with, but Arne Slot is generating these clean sheets from somewhere. Chelsea 2, Everton 0, that's finished. Everton losing quite comfortably at the Bridge. That was my prediction as well, 2-0. In fact, this was 2-0, wasn't it? Oh no, I said 2-1. I said 2-0 Chelsea, 2-1 Liverpool today. Twisted, 8 minutes is fair. Let's see if Liverpool can hold on. No, it was good defending that. Really smart defending. Borough beating QPR 3-1. Some odd results today. Plymouth 1, Rotherham 0. That's a big result for Plymouth. Peterborough beating Northampton in the end. Stockport getting battered at home by Stevenage. Kirkes is down here, getting his legs stretched. Daz Reynolds says, player ratings out of 10 and man of the match. Go on, I'll give me player ratings while there's not really an awful lot going on. Kirkes is just down, getting a bit of cramp stretched out of him. Alisson, I think Alisson's been very composed today. He's not had a lot to do, but what he's done well. I'd say 7 out of 10. Joe Gomez was very good before the goal, before he got subbed off. Gets an assist as well. So again, I'd give him a 7 out of 10. Konate and Van Dijk, I think, have been excellent, same as they were in midweek against Inter. I'd give them maybe an 8 out of 10 each. Kirkes, I think he's dealt with Minter very well, you know, Kirkes. He's not really done an awful lot going forward, which probably tells you a lot. Kirkes hasn't really got past the halfway line an awful lot today. I feel like, I could be wrong on this, but I reckon if you looked at his heat map, or his touch map, where he was, say, 6, 7, 8 games ago, and how often he was touching it there versus where he is now, feels like he's a little bit further back, and that's probably a directive from the manager. And I like it. I feel like he's a lot better. We're a lot better as a result. So Kirkes I would give maybe a 7.5. He's been part of a defence that has kept a clean sheet, so nothing wrong there. Midfield, Gravenberch. Again, couple of big blocks from Gravenberch. 7.5. I think he's done okay again. He's not really on the ball, not done an awful lot. Curtis Jones, I'm running out of superlatives for him. He was brilliant midweek again against Inter. He's probably been our best midfielder in the last 5 or 6 games, Curtis Jones. And again, solid today. He's ended up dropping into right back and doing a shift at right back. He's becoming a bit like Szoboszlai in that sense. 8 out of 10, Curtis Jones. Szoboszlai, again, he's done all right. Not his best game for us, but he's defensively delivered where we've needed him to. So I'd go with maybe an 8 out of 10. The chances for Liverpool, I've got to say, look at that. Salah, Chiesa, Salah, wasting massive opportunity. You can't say that Mo Salah hasn't had chances when he's come on here. Larry Olaki, watching from Kenya. Good to see you, Larry. Thank you for joining, mate. Yeah, Taunt says all that's required now is consistency. Mo Salah, the biggest concern, the biggest issue all Liverpool fans have had with him this season is when we've given him chances, he's had opportunities, he's not taken them. He's over-hit passes, he's under-hit passes, he's put stuff over the bar. Now, he's not the only one doing that, but that's really poor from Salah. And imagine we were 1-0 up or 0-0 or 1-0 down and we've got that chance. He's got to do better there, and it's not the first time this has happened with him. So, not a massive criticism of Mo Salah, but he's got to take a little bit of accountability. He's not undroppable when he's coming on and doing that. So, disappointing, really, that we've not killed the game off a bit sooner. But, where was I up to? Sorry. Szoboszlai, I'd give maybe a 7.5. McAllister, 6.5. Yeah, McAllister's been disappointing for me again. Very disappointing. Wirtz, breath of fresh air, 8 out of 10. Plays a lot like Coutinho. Love him a lot. I think he's starting to grow into that role. He's starting to really... And I think he'll be a lot better once we've got the players back that we need. Once we've got Frimpong and Kerkez up high. So I would go with Kerkez... go with Wirtz, 8 out of 10. Ekitike, got to be a 9 out of 10, hasn't it? And then subs... Chiesa, Robertson, Isak, they've all come on late. Not really much of a chance to influence the game. Salah, I'd give maybe a 6 point... No, I'd give him a 7 because he gets an assist. Salah's 7. He's done all right since he's come on. He's done okay. Yeah, he should. In fact, he should have had an assist in the first minute when he came on. So, 7, maybe even 7.5 for Salah. But just needs tightening up the screws. He's certainly not as clinical as he was last year. He needs more chances to finish, and maybe that's a confidence thing. Maybe that's why his ego was bruised so much. I don't know. But he does need to be a little bit better going forward, doesn't he? Kev, he's greedy like all strikers, Key. Yeah, that's true. He's single-minded, and we've benefited from that over the years, how selfish he's been because he wants the goals. That's helped us, hasn't it? But at times, you've got to think of the team as well. Larry Olaki, nice channel, bro. Liverpool forever. Good man. Cheers to see you. Yeah, good to see you, Larry, and thanks for the comment, mate. Much love to Kenya, Nairobi, wherever you are in Kenya. And it is full time. There you go. Not really any drama for Liverpool today. It's lovely, actually, isn't it? It's brilliant that we've managed to get this game done, wrapped up, finished with no drama at all. It's been a fabulous finish from Ekitike in the first minute of the game that set the tone. Liverpool absolutely flying from that moment on. Total cruise control. We haven't really had any chances conceded against us. Maybe one in the second half when Diego Gomez puts it wide. But actually, we've been pretty much controlled and composed. It's been a really good performance. Liverpool, top game. Mo Salah plays maybe his final game as a Liverpool player, do we think? Best attacking performance in ages, says Callum. Mohamed Yassine says, gutted for Gomez. Hope it isn't too bad. I mean, Gomez goes off. Szoboszlai looks like he might have picked up an injury. Everyone seems to have picked up a little bit of a knock today. Larry Olaki says, my mum is so happy for Liverpool. Hey, good. I'm happy your mum's happy. But Liverpool now go up to 6th in the table. We go back above Everton. I can't believe we're even saying that. We go back above Everton. And we are level on points with Crystal Palace. We're 2 points off Chelsea in 4th place. So, still, I think Liverpool will be fine. I still think Liverpool will get the top 4. I really do. Some big games coming up, but we've got to be confident that we can play like this now. We looked so much better defensively. Going forward, I still thought it was a bit flat. It was still a bit flat for the most part, but that's fine. That's to be expected. You can't fully close the door at the other end and also expect that we're going to be this wonderful attacking machine flying forward. Arne Slot has talked an awful lot about risk in his management strategy. He's talked about it all season and all last season. He likes his teams to take risk. And that sometimes means leaving the back door open a little bit. You know, because you're pushing lots of men forward, you leave the back door open. Instead, it feels like now we're closing the back door and we're not committing as many bodies forward. I'm fine with that. Much better performance from Liverpool and a win. So, great results. I'm happy with that. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. TikTok, what you're saying. I'm going to be back tonight, by the way, for Arsenal against Wolves. So hopefully you'll join me. Make sure you've clicked like on the video. Make sure you've clicked subscribe and all that good stuff. United forever. Are you doing Burnley v Fulham and Arsenal Wolves? I'll be on for Arsenal Wolves, not the Burnley game. Larry Olaki says, Kenya is a very nice country. Liverpool for the title. And Callum says, Ekatike needs to learn where the net is more regularly. Kev says, great home win for the Pool. Soon be in the Champions League places. You look at Salah. Salah is giving it the big one. He's walking around the pitch and doing a proper lap of honour, clapping. I'm telling you, he's letting everyone know he won't play again for us. I hope he does. I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong, but I don't think he plays again for Liverpool. I think Mo Salah doesn't play again for this club. I think he goes to the AFCON and we've sold him by the time he gets back. He is going, says Jimmy, and the legend FK says Salah is playing the same way he's done the last few weeks. Poor, unfortunately. I think that's a little bit harsh, I'll be honest, mate. I think that's a little bit harsh. Salah wasn't terrible today. He had a couple of moments. I mean, he gets an assist. He gets an assist, and I think he should have had another assist. If McAllister could finish, he probably should have had 2 assists. So I can't really fault Mo Salah too much. But he did have a couple of chances where he should have killed the game off. Misses a sitter. Probably should pass the ball into Isak as well, and he could have set Isak up, but he just gets it all wrong. Kev says, I think he's gone too, but who would buy an ageing striker? Twisted Fate, he's an arrogant man, is Salah. And Twisted Fate, granted he deserves to be, but geez, he's got to have some form of being humble. Well, look at that. Expected goals today. I don't know if anyone puts any stock in XG, but Liverpool XG for today was 1.82. Brighton's is 1.96. Tells you everything. Brendan, no, he's not. Van Dijk was walking around clapping the fans also. You're reading too much into it. Well, we'll see. We'll see, mate. I do. I think it's going to be a very sad end to Mo Salah's Liverpool career. I hope I'm wrong. I'd love him to stay, but I do think he's out. I think he's out the door now. Nathan says the title race is back on. Well, we're 7 points behind Arsenal. We'd need Wolves to do us a favour tonight. Wolves, come on Wolves. If Wolves do Liverpool a favour tonight, maybe we can. Be yourself, Dylan. See you tonight. And Toffee says, was you surprised to see him back, Key? Was I surprised to see him back? No, I wasn't. I thought he would play because it's the last game. I still think it's his last game, and that's why they've kind of let bygones be bygones. Paul Joyce, who is maybe the most in-the-know type of reporter that we have at Liverpool, he came out and said that it's not been resolved between Liverpool and the club. They've had meetings in the last few days where Salah has aired his grievances. Salah has gone and met with Jordan Henderson. Henderson's probably trying to be a bit of a go-between to try and calm him down. Salah is not happy. He has voiced those concerns to the club. The club has voiced their concerns to him. But I think Arne Slot is saying to him, listen, like, Mo, I love you to bits, mate, but you can't be I can't guarantee you're going to start every game. I can't. I'm a manager. I've got to be able to pick the team that I think is going to win. And that sometimes is not going to mean you're in it. If you're playing well, you'll start. He's a fabulous player, but if he's not playing well, then he's going to get dropped. And I have to be able to drop you without you kicking off and going to the press. That can't be acceptable. This shy boy, I haven't been glued to a match like this in a while. And Kev says, how long has the King Salah been at Liverpool? 9 years. Yeah, 2016-17 it was when he... Oh no, was it 2017-18? 2017-18, wasn't it? Was it 6? Yes, 2017-18 it was. So like 8 years going on 9. It'll be 9 at the end of this season. Brendan says, Salah was excellent today. Why does he get this rubbish? What rubbish? What rubbish? What are you talking about? All we're saying is that he should have finished a little... Well, most of the chances he had, he should have done better with. And that's one of the criticisms that he has had all season. Kev says, come on the Wolverines. And Larry says, I think Liverpool are now on fire. Lisha, it was summer 17. Yes, 9 years. 9 years, isn't it? This season it'll be 9 years. YA, how's it going, man? Good to see you. The Legend FK were a bit thin on defence. Maybe one more signing in defence. I think we're going to need a couple of signings in January. YA, do you get Elliott back in January? Like, call him back? I think Harvey Elliott probably does come back. Whether it's he comes back and stays back, or he comes back and he's, I don't know, maybe does he end up going back out on loan? Who knows? Philip Aleko says, I was impressed. What impressed you the most, Philip? Who was your man of the match? I mean, Ekatiki's the standout, but what did you like most about the performance today? Let me know what you're thinking. For me, I think defensively, since... It sounds awful saying this, doesn't it? But, like, I'm not saying since Salah has been out the side, we've looked a lot better defensively. That isn't correlation. Correlation isn't causation. I'm not blaming that on Salah. But the system change, of which Salah going out was a part of, has made us look a lot stronger. I think Salah can be in that system, but he's going to have to play as a centre-forward. He's going to have to play as a centre-forward, isn't he? Salah is going to have to be an auxiliary number 9 alongside Ekatiki or Isak. That's the only way I feel like he gets in this Liverpool side going forward. Complete position change. He isn't going to get in the way that he used to. And he either accepts that or he doesn't. For the greater good of the team, we're now playing better than we did with Salah in it. So, however you want to dress that up, it's not nice, but it kind of is what it is. The Legend FK says, the good thing we should have put what's happened with Salah behind us and focus on the football. Agreed. And Jimmy says, can't go back out on loan in Europe, right? I think he can. He can go back out on loan in Europe, but he can't go and play for a team in Europe, I believe. I'm not sure. Red Wave, we weren't good at all today. Brighton should have gotten a few. What do you mean gotten a few? They shouldn't have gotten a few. There was maybe one chance, maybe, at a push. I can't remember too many chances that Brighton had in that game. Twisted Fate says, Salah may have played well, but you can't overlook the fact he's supposed to represent Liverpool and show the young'uns how to perform, react. And he failed due to arrogance. Well, yeah, that's my biggest issue with Salah is not Salah the player. Salah the player is world class. I love him to bits. I want him to stay and I want him to be a top Liverpool player for many, many years to come. Salah the person is having a real meltdown and it's unacceptable. He has to accept that. He has to do better. As a professional, as a leader in the dressing room, as someone who's, like the young players are looking up to, Mo Salah has to do better. That Diego Gomez shot almost went in. That's the only one. Raw Marsh Reefer says, yet Mo gets an assist. Okay, pal. He did, yeah. He got an assist. He got an assist off a corner, and he probably should have had maybe 2 or 3 more and maybe a goal himself. But he didn't because he overhit passes or he smashed one over the bar. And again, this stuff doesn't matter today, but it has mattered before, hasn't it? It mattered against Chelsea when he missed a sitter. It mattered against Man United. It mattered against a number of teams where Salah hasn't taken the chances that we've needed him to in the big, big moments. And you could say, and you'd be right in saying, well, there's lots of other players in the team haven't taken their chances. And that's fine, but those players aren't on 400k a week, and those players aren't having a wobble after the game when they get dropped, are they? Do you know what I mean? Gakpo gets dropped, he's on less than 400k, and he isn't kicking off when he gets dropped. So, it's not the same thing. Salah's been dropped, Wirtz has been dropped, Gakpo's been dropped, bloody McAllister got dropped against Leeds the other day, we've had Isak dropped, we've had Ekatiki dropped, we've had Kirkes dropped, Frimpong, Bradley, Robertson, they've all been dropped. The only ones that haven't are the centre-backs, and that's because we literally haven't got any other centre-backs. But everybody else in the team has been dropped. The only one that's had a whinge is Mo Salah. And that's why it's not even about that. It's because his ego got bruised. He got upset because the club tried to sell him behind his back. That's it. Rockcom says, why do you still want him at the club? He's 34, isn't he? I mean, irrespective of age, mate, there's plenty of players who play on and well into their late 30s and are still top class. Mo Salah is in that bracket. He's an unbelievable player, Mo Salah. Twisted Fate, I mean, just for me as a rival looking in, I may have a different opinion, but I genuinely feel like your big stars should be role models for the younger players. Show them how to react if you're dropped. And that's it. That's why I believe it's not about him being dropped. I think it's the other thing. I'm pretty confident it's because he feels the club are trying to sell him, or at least have thought about selling him, and he doesn't like that. That's what he's upset about. And in which case, that makes it all the more worse, doesn't it? That he's throwing Arne Slot under the bus. Arne Slot's not responsible for that. Teaching Tony, how's it going, mate? Good afternoon, Premier League dad. Thoughts on Hugo's brace? And I agree. Salah's mad that he is having his LeBron turn. His LeBron turn. Yeah, it is. It's a weird one, isn't it? It's strange. At the end of the day, there's not an awful lot Slot can do. I think Slot's done everything that he can possibly do with Salah. And, yeah, it kind of is what it is at this point. Twisted Fate, which means you perform better on the pitch when given the chances. Agreed. And Guilty Spark says, the Borough are coming up, Key. Nah, I don't believe so. I don't think so. Larry, he's a good player despite the fact he's 34. And Teaching Tony, here's the parlay today. All money lines tend to win. Liverpool, 0.5-9 Barca. Oh, nice. Nice. Hey, well, let's hope so. Fulham against Burnley will be an interesting one. Right, well, listen. Liverpool have got the win. That's the top and bottom line here. Liverpool have got the win. Absolutely fabulous. Great result. Performance defensively much, much better. Yet again, another clean sheet. These things really matter in football. Clean sheets breed confidence in the defence. We've now got a clean sheet against West Ham, a clean sheet against Inter Milan, a clean sheet against Brighton. You know, we should have had a clean sheet against Sunderland if not for a long-range, deflected effort. That would have been 4 clean sheets in 5. And to be honest, if Konate doesn't have a wobble against Leeds, we were remarkably close to getting 5 clean sheets in 5, and we'd have had a much more points on the board as well. I know if me aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle, and I get all that. But what I'm saying is we are defending an awful lot better. And that is a big, big plus. When you're conceding 10 goals in 3 games before it, the manager has to change something. He has to change something, and he has. And he's off the back of that, we now look loads better defensively. The manager deserves an awful lot of credit. An awful lot of credit. It's a real shame that people are focusing on all these different things and not actually saying, well, look, the manager's job was on the line. We'd lost 9 in 12, and he absolutely does some, what massive cojones you must have to go, I'm going to drop our best player. Do you know how I'm going to change it? I'm going to drop our best player. And we actually do become better. He deserves massive credit for that, Arne Slot. Huge credit for that. And he isn't going to get it, because there's some people who are Player FC, there's some people who are Mo Salah FC, and they refuse to give Arne Slot credit. There's plenty of Liverpool fans who wanted us to lose today, and lose against Inter Milan. Very, very sad. I can't identify with it, but those people absolutely do exist. If you are one of them people, you're not a Liverpool fan. But hey, listen, at the end of the day, it's a great result. I'm really, really happy with it. I will be back tonight for Arsenal against Wolves. Let me know what you think for that one. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed. I will be live at around about 7:30, 7:45 tonight for the big Arsenal-Wolves game. Come on, Wolves! Can Wolves get their first win of the season? 9 defeats in a row. They're only playing Arsenal. Shouldn't be too hard, should it? Come on, Wolves. Give us a chance. Get the Reds back in the title race. Okay. Lots of love, everyone. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon, whatever you're doing with it. I will be back tonight. Have a good night. Take it easy.